What's up, MPX addicts, and welcome to the MPX Rehab. I am your host, the hashtag Certified Mark J. Williams, here with my co-host, as always,
the voice of the MPX addicts, Kyle Smith.
And unfortunately, as I said before in the post, Casey Clay has fallen ill, and so therefore will not be able to join us tonight. But Iron Belly to the rescue!
No,
I live here. I can be here.
You said true hero.
Yeah.
This is a hero, not a true hero. There's a difference.
Well, at least it's agreeing that I'm a hero.
Yeah.
Hey, apparently you saved our ass out of legal trouble, so.
Yeah.
It's what I do.
But, Iron Belly, attorney at law. If you have any trouble with MPX management, give him a call. But, tonight, or not tonight, this weekend, oh, wow, what a weekend.
Well, we're not pre-recorded?
No, we're not.
So I can say fuck?
Oh, God damn it.
You can say fuck a lot.
I say fuck a lot all the time anyway.
This is Rehab, so I don't care. This was, like I said, it was just an incredible weekend. It had its ups and downs, incredible matches. Of course, we're going to start off with our own home show. This is MPX Rehab, after all. MPX versus the world.
Let's chill it.
Oh, yeah. The first match of the night was a six-man tag team match between Civil Disorder and the visiting team of Viva Los Amish, which...
And a chicken.
Yeah, and a chicken.
A live one, not the three that were there, but the live one.
They weren't chickens.
They weren't. I actually liked...
Yeah.
I was actually impressed with them. Hearing things before that and then actually seeing them are completely different.
Yeah.
I thought they were well. It's not that I was shocked that our audience took MPX versus the world literal, but hearing the reaction Civil Disorder got really made me happy.
I know, it confused the hell out of Exodus.
Oh yeah, well no, because Exodus is Exodus.
Yeah.
He wants booze. He feeds off booze. You can tell Exodus isn't.
So
Exodus,
Gabe.
yeah, both of them, all three of them. While they may be very good faces at one point in time, right now they're like, no, you boo us. You're supposed to hate us. We don't really know what to do with this. But the match itself was great. Like I said, I was extremely happy that we took MPX versus World literal. We pretty much cheered all our MPX people.
Yeah. To include one match where it was kind of funny about it, but we'll get to that one in a bit.
Yeah, they were all MPX.
This match, unfortunately, I don't know the names of the individual guys from Viva Los Amish, but the big dude was probably
I was going to
favorite of the three.
Big, small, and medium.
Yeah.
The
monster dude. He was probably my favorite.
Yeah.
He just had this, he had the look. I swear, if he broke away from Viva Los Amish, he could be the reincarnation of Haystacks Calhoun.
Yeah, or, technically Amish roadkill.
Yeah, that's true.
But no, I loved it. I thought everything was great. I thought the interaction with Betsy was amazing. And then also at the end, having them come out with KFC
that was hilarious.
That was great.
Yeah, and certain people making certain jokes. It's like, really? Here?
Yeah,
why?
We're still in Texas. We're still a real little rednecky every now and then.
Yep.
Certain people that still like to yell "boy" when Jerome's out there, and it bothers
Christ.
me every time.
It
but
will not stop bothering me, and that guy needs to stop.
It's like, I understand that he doesn't mean it like that. He probably would say that to any of the white guys too. It's just seriously, you gotta have some kind of situational awareness, dude.
Yeah. But no, the match was very good because again, it's in multi-man matches, 4-ways, 5-man, 6, whatever you have, they can easily be clusterfucks. And no, it was good.
Yeah.
It was entertaining. It was great to see.
Did not turn into a cluster cluck?
No, it didn't. And I see what you did there. Good job. That was good.
Never let it be said that Iron Belly is stupid. He's quick when he wants to be.
But yeah, it was amazing. And then again, to see our guys kind of get that reaction, it really did warm my heart a little bit. I was like, okay, cool. This is the show where, because going into it, I'm like, no, this is MPX for the world. It should be you cheer your MPX guys.
Yeah.
So seeing the fans kind of react that way, I was like, okay, awesome.
I can't remember who it was I was talking to, but I told someone, I was like, yeah, here at MPX, we follow the Freebirds versus Von Erichs rule. If they're our home team, we cheer them. If they're the away team, we boo them.
Yeah. And for the most part, it's true. Now, if it wasn't MPX versus the world and these guys just came in against Civil Disorder, with them having the live chicken and trying to be the faces they were, they probably would have got the reaction of faces and some of us were being booed. But no, it was like I said, when it's versus the world, yeah, go for it, and I loved it.
Yeah. Then after that, we had a triple threat match in which we had Tommy Dean versus the Mad Prince versus Izzy James with Sid Mars.
The Tommies.
The Tommies, yes. The Tommies got all the cheers.
Was Sid out there?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She didn't do anything.
I was going to say, I don't remember Sid being out there. Okay.
She was sitting right in front of us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now I remember. Because I was actually kind of shocked. She didn't do anything. No, and this is another thing. Like, while Izzy technically is a former MPX athlete and a former MPX wrestler, he's technically the world now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's technically the world. So you immediately heard the chance of, let's go Tommies.
Yeah.
Which it is we're still figuring out and learning what Tommy Prince is doing, the Mad Prince is doing. So it's interesting. It's also going to play into a lot of what we have going on next week.
Yeah.
But no, this match was amazing. I was very happy for Tommy Dean because I know he's wanted to fight Izzy for a while.
Yeah.
I know Prince has wanted to fight Izzy for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to say, he is kind of a goal amongst Texas wrestlers because he is really good.
He is, despite what people think of him and everything outside of the ring. He's so good in the ring.
I was going to say, it's like sometimes talent versus personality doesn't always match up.
No, and that's the thing. Like I personally have never had a bad interaction with Izzy. I've always enjoyed seeing him work. The few interactions I've had talking to him, he's always been fine. But I know there are several that have a problem with him. And he's very outspoken on Twitter, which I try to. Me as a fan, I try to limit everything in the ring. I know most people say that's a bunch of bullshit. No, it really is true. I do value what you can do in the ring more than what you do outside of it, because in the end, that's what I'm there for. Yeah. I'm there to see you wrestle and see how you work. Chris Benoit, horrible person outside the ring, was amazing in the ring. I try to discredit that.
Some work.
No, you're decent in the ring. You're good.
Yeah.
And person-wise, I've never had an issue with you. Have I? I don't know. Are you trying to tell me something right now?
Only when you started calling me hovels all the time.
Yeah, I really didn't mean for that to catch on. I'm sorry.
But it did.
It did. But no, those three put on a fantastic match. And it's one of those where when you look at the card, that was one of my first things. I was like, okay, I would start with the triple threat because it's going to be fire. Not that the 6-man wasn't. 6-man was, I think, a very good way to start. But that triple threat was really good. And like you said, it's the Tommies both checked off a bucket list item in fighting someone they've wanted to fight for a while.
Yeah.
And that electric chair into the drop kick into the electric chair.
Ooh, that was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, that drop kick and the poison rana, man. Yep. It's again, I think it shows how athletic all those men are, and especially Tommy Dean.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, he hates it when I say he's the most athletic man, 1C. But, I mean, he is. He's up there as one of the most athletic people in MPX.
Like when you consider we have some of the most athletic guys at MPX, it really is hard to say who's the most athletic out of all of them. Tommy is definitely up there, but so's the Mad Prince, so's Tommy Becker. So, the Tommies are...
Casey Clay.
Yeah, Casey Clay.
I mean... Change the name to Tommy, I guess, yeah. Apparently, if your name's Tommy, you're athletic.
Yeah.
Sorry to... I was going to say, yeah, Tommy Yen. I was going to say, sorry that people's real name is Tommy that they don't go by. But they are, again, the Tommies are athletic people. And then going in there with Izzy was great. And I liked how Izzy fed off the reaction. I think you could tell coming out, you thought he was going to get a good reaction, and he didn't necessarily get the face reaction he wanted, so he went heel, and that's brilliant on his part.
Tommy Dean picking up the win on this one, keeping up a hot streak and everything.
Which does he count this as a?
No.
Is this? It's not. It's he did not count this.
He thought it was going to be number 4 at first, but then it's
no titles on the line this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was said more than once.
So at least he understands. He'll follow that MPX management mandate, but he's not going to follow the mandate that he's not the actual prospect champion. It requires
somebody to actually hand him the plaque. So if they didn't hand him,
the plaque, remember he had to steal the last one.
No,
somebody handed it to him.
Somebody handed it to him.
Yeah, somebody.
Somebody.
Somebody?
I don't
A
know
lawyer?
Who. I won't say who. Lawyer confidentiality.
I don't know what you're talking about.
God, I'm going to need that later probably.
But then after that, we had the match that caused me to be my voice needing to recover on Monday.
Dude, it was only Saturday.
I know, right? Grizzly Cal Jack taking on our own bear fighter, Dmitry Alexandrov. This match was amazing.
Which, and you hear him and you see pictures, 6'9", whatever. But then you see him in the ring, you're like, oh no, this guy's actually fucking huge.
Yeah, no,
and then you stand next to him.
I didn't get that chance, unfortunately. I just saw Dimitri stand next to him, and I've stood next to Dimitri. I'm like, oh, that's a big boy.
Yeah. No, my first thought was it takes a rare man to be able to make Dimitri look small.
Yeah.
And that just actually made this fight all the more just awesome to watch, because you had that investment of we're cheering the bear fighter against the bear and everything. And Cal Jack played into it real hard.
Again, I think someone hopefully was told, hey, this crowd is very pro Dimitri. They love him. He's one of the favorites. He's, wrestler of the year. And it's one of those where it's, hopefully he played into that and went in knowing, oh, okay, so I'm going to do this. And again, they played their roles both well. Kyle Jack is one of those. Researching, didn't realize he was a former NXT person. So going in, he's obviously got the experience, he's got the know-how, and him and Dimitri put on one hell of a match. There's very few matches I've seen Dimitri in, if any, that are like, that was off. Dimitri's usually always on, almost 100%. He makes everyone in that ring look better, even if they shouldn't.
I can attest to that.
And Cal Jack was,
Cal Jack Friday night, where the guy he was taking on was in his 5th match ever,
right? And
still, the match did not look horrible because
no, it didn't.
It's like apparently Damo had some decent training, and Dimitri, of course, being Dimitri, made him look good.
And that's the thing. I think Dimitri is, just knowing personally, talking to him, he's very hard on himself, but he's amazing every time he goes out there. The atmosphere immediately changes as soon as he comes out. People are so into it for the music, for his charisma, for his in-ring ability. Dimitri, his beard. And the beard oil smells amazing. Go purchase it if you have a beard.
Yeah, if you have the spare 25, go buy it. It's good.
But this match was great. I would love to see Cal Jack again.
Yes.
I don't think there was anybody on the show that I wouldn't love to see again.
No, there really wasn't. This match was amazing. And that's the thing, like, you see, I love big man matches, and this is exactly what it was. It was two big men just beating the shit out of each other, and it was great.
Yep. And he even announce the move, and it worked.
He didn't.
He didn't?
Well, the first time he didn't. The second time,
yeah. But, Dimitri coming away with the win on that one, obviously, because, we would be a little less excited.
That building would have... Oh, man. There's not close to riots, I think, in MPX. That building might have rioted if a bear actually beat the bear fighter. Now, a violent bear, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
But an outside bear, I don't think so.
Yeah. But after that, we had the handicap match of Sky. It was supposed to be Sky versus the Carver of Cutter Alley.
Yep.
And unfortunately, he got injured and had to cancel all his dates. I hope
he gets better. Yeah. Because that, not only did he pull an MPX, he was booked everywhere for Mania weekend. I don't think I saw very many shows he wasn't booked on. Exactly. And that's the thing. Like, I hope he does get better, because he's someone to look out for on the rise. He's going to be good, and hopefully he does kind of come back to MPX maybe to get that match with Sky.
I know Sky wants that match against him.
Oh yeah. But yeah, Sky going against the team of Dale Springs and Coda Jacobs.
Oh yeah.
There was a nice little "Eat the Rich" chant.
I love that. Oh God.
That will never get old.
With the plastic cutlery and everything.
I just, I
love the front row girls so much.
I was caught off guard by that, but I loved every moment of it. The Pruitt clan section, the screamers, whatever you want to call them, the girls, that was amazing. Bravo.
I was literally caught off guard because I thought because it was a joke. He goes, "Oh, I'm going to yell 'Eat the Rich' during a match." Oh, that'd be fucking amazing. That'd be hilarious. Do it. And then all of a sudden, I look over and they have plastic cutlery and they're saying, "Eat the Rich." I go, "Oh, he told them too. Okay, cool. This is a thing now. Awesome. Eat the Rich."
That was scary, is what it was.
Fucking amazing.
It's like, I wonder how Dale and Coda felt about that.
And again, the match itself played out the way I hoped that it would have. Is Sky killing them? Because it's one of those. Okay, it's 2-on-1. Yeah, but it's Sky.
Yeah.
You can throw 2, 3, 4, whatever gets him. He's still gonna kill you. So while I'm a tad upset my Sky is gonna kill y'all chant didn't go over as much as Eat the Rich. Eat the Rich was way better.
Oh yeah. No, that was amazing and perfect, and I loved it. And of course, Sky coming away with the win on that one. I was like, golf sucks anyway.
Golf and politics are horrible.
Yeah.
All you do is play with tiny balls.
Both.
Some can make a good profession off that. Wasn't gonna go there.
We're not talking about that. I love him, but no, we're not talking about that tonight.
Is YouTube allowed to talk about OF or no?
I don't know.
I know TikTok bans people immediately for saying OF, so.
But then we had the match that looked the most painful of all of them, even with Sky killing Coda and Dale. Gary J versus Tatum Manning.
R.I.P. Tatum's chest.
The next day, it still looked bad.
And it's very weird because I don't know if proud is the right word for it, but I was so proud and happy for Tatum in that match because it's one of those where it's our guy, that's our boy. We have literally seen Tatum kind of grow up in wrestling, and to go against someone of the caliber of Gary J.
Period.
Right, yeah. To grow up his career, we saw him, I think, we saw him when he was 19?
I was there when he had his first drink, so.
Yeah.
I remember when his first legal drink.
Right.
I was like, I remember when he debuted against Dave in that gauntlet match.
But to see him grow and to go against the caliber of Gary J., which, I mean, hopefully people have seen other matches of Gary J., because while him and Tatum was good, Gary J. is a fucking amazing talent.
Oh yeah.
And the physicality we saw in that match is something that Tatum. Yes, he had the Purple Rain match or the Red Rain match with Dave. Very different physical. This match, I was super happy because there was parts where I was like, Tatum really doesn't know what he's getting in for. Like, okay, he's may have seen clips of Gary J. Seeing clips and being in the ring with a man like that is very different.
Yeah.
And Tatum didn't back down at all, and he took everything, and he gave everything too. Like that, I think that's the thing I was shocked at most is we haven't really seen Tatum kind of give that physicality before. So I was super happy with this, super proud, and the match itself was great. I was super happy because I got to see Gary J 3 times this week, and I love watching him work because he is one of those, he has the whole thing unsigned, don't care. That motherfucker should be signed and on TV every fucking week. I don't care what company it is. Everyone needs to watch Gary J.
Yeah.
And everyone should watch Tatum. That's another thing I think Tatum really proved to me in this match where, I can be the homist and bias and shill and be like, oh, Tatum's great. Tatum should be everywhere. This match proved it. Yeah. Tatum is one of those, along with, the Tommy Beckers, the Tommy Deans, the Wesley Cranes, the Matt Princes, the Gabes, the Skies, the Dimitris. Our talent in Texas is so great. And I think that's what I love most about this weekend. And yes, I'm on a very long tangent, and I'm sorry. Texas talent is fucking great right now. And they should be featured everywhere. Brian Keith is another one, who we'll talk about later when we watched him. Fucking amazing. Should be fucking everywhere. And the only reason I remember Brian Keith because he fought Gary J later. And everyone thought Gary and Tatum was rough. Go watch Brian Keith and Gary. Way worse.
Brian Keith's just a nightlight too afterwards?
Probably because he also, Jesus Christ, him and Josh Alexander was amazing too, which we'll talk about later. But man, that was great. But yeah, like I said, poor Tatum's chest, but again, coming through it and proving that, no, he's a tough son of a bitch.
And I gotta say, I was gonna say about Gary J. Same as with Izzy. He came out and he was all kinds of ready to be popular and loved and everything like that. But the same thing happened. He's taken on our champion and our guy, and he got booed. So
and that's the other thing I love and hate about the Addicts. We are very MPX, WWE, AEW centered. We don't really know a lot of other wrestling out there, which is fine. I get people like what they like, but man, Gary J is one of those talents that is just and has been amazing for a while. But again, and that's nothing against the Addicts, because again, you like what you like, you don't like what you don't like. That's fine. But it's one of those I will never forget when Eddie Kingston came to MPX. And there was a chant of "Who are you?" And I almost lost my shit. I was like, "That's Eddie fucking Kingston, one of the best independent wrestlers for almost a decade." And y'all are gonna chant, "Who the fuck are you?" No, fuck y'all. Again, I have a very love-hate relationship with the Addicts.
You have a love-hate relationship with any group of fans.
I have a love-hate relationship with a lot of people in general, not just wrestling fans.
I'm pretty sure you live with somebody that you have a love-hate relationship with.
I very much do.
I was meaning you.
Oh, no, yeah, that too. I do hate myself a lot.
I was going to say, it's like there's also the cats.
Hey, never hate Olivia. Oh, fuck Edward. Kidding, I love all my cats. But no, Gary J and Tatum, fucking amazing. And it was one of those, I think Tatum, going what he's gone through with the past week, he needed this. And I think you could tell when he's in the ring, like he was centered probably for the first time in a week, which I love to see. I love when you can see your friends and your wrestlers enjoy what they're doing and be happy in what they're doing. Yeah. And while yes, his chest probably still hurts to this day. He should enjoy it, and he should be very proud of that match. I was happy with it.
But then after that, we had the tag team match as Stephen Kirby, the greatest human being alive, took on, and that guy Red Chambers took on
our Saturday Night Savior, the Rookie of the Year. You have to say these things.
No, I don't.
You do.
This is my show.
On Mainline, he has to say them.
Yeah.
He is our Saturday Night Savior. And he is Rookie of the Year. Those are both facts.
Well, still got the, If people would give me freaking videos, it would, these things would happen.
And our real prospect champion. Let's get that too.
No. He was on earlier. But taking on the Monster Hunter, Matthew Palmer, and the warrior goddess herself, Athena.
Yes.
Making her actual in-ring return to MPX.
She was home. And honestly, the crowd, even those who weren't here when she was, Athena the first time, they knew, that she's home. This is where she belongs.
Pretty much everybody except Kyle.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
I remember being in her last match in MPX and saying, "Hey, congratulations, thank you for everything you've done." And she goes, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "It's already all over the internet. It's been announced." And she goes, "Oh, well, thank you." Like it was a very funny moment that I always remember, because she was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." I was like, "No, it's over the internet."
You've gotten in trouble for scooping wrestlers in the show since even before.
To be fair,
CMP.
I didn't have a show. It was not vocalized by me. It was dirt sheets that pretty much announced, "Hey, she's been signed."
I tell this idiot nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't say you did.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
I didn't know I said you. I said he gets sources.
No, when he said that, you immediately said, "So what Iron Belly tell you this time?" So
yeah. No, it's like, if I do get any behind the scenes information, he'll never admit it. But it was the guy we were with last week that tells me more often than not. "Hey Jay, this is a really great idea. Let me tell you what's going to happen." "That sounds great, boss. Thanks."
Yeah.
Who told you that was happening?
You did.
On that note, he did tell me I couldn't use Conan. Thank you very much.
It's gonna be done to the Barbarian, so I actually kind of get. Your name works fine.
But Kirby and Chambers versus Matthew Palmer and Athena. This match was, honestly, the crowd was hot through most of the night.
They really were. That was another thing I was super excited for, was the crowd was super hot for almost every match, which every match was great. Every match was fire. This is one of those cards where you see it laid out on paper and you're like, oh, this is amazing. I hope everyone kind of keeps up with it. And they did.
You can do that every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly. And again, I think having the Palmers return home against, I dare say, our two top heels at the moment.
Yeah.
Was amazing.
Much to Civil Disorder's chagrin.
Right. But I mean, and that's the thing I think I love about, again, something I don't know if proud's the right word, but of Red and how Red's taken this role and how Red has literally gotten everyone to fucking hate him is brilliant. And it's amazing. Yeah, right. He's got his number one fan. Kelsey cannot boo him. That's a legal contract, right?
Not part of I'm not part of that one.
She's underage. He can't represent her without parental consent,
But this match was amazing. It's one of those where it's great in the fact that you have someone who obviously has worked with Palmer and Athena 1,000 times in Kirby, and then someone kind of new, and Red seemed he fit in. Red was in there with two of the top talents, not only in Texas but in the world.
Yeah.
And he held his own, and everything I thought about that match was laid out good. Everything worked out great. There was hardly any flubs at all, which, I mean, it's almost a near perfect match, really.
Yeah.
What's funny is both Kirby and Red, this was only their second match against Matthew Palmer.
Really?
Yep.
I mean, I remember Red's first one, but
yeah, he got taught a lesson.
Yeah.
That was also only the third time that Athena and Palmer.
Yeah, I do remember they have not teamed often together, so
Yeah.
that being their third time, which is, again, it's one of those where it's like, really? Only three? Like, you think they would team a lot more.
But at the same time, they may not want to, ride that.
Right. They don't want to be the Palmers everywhere
Yeah.
because they both want to do their own thing individually. Because it is a little weird, the gimmicks together, the goddess and then the monster hunter. Like, shouldn't the monster hunter kind of go after the goddess? Which, hey, I'm not going to lie, I think that'd be an amazing match.
Yeah.
Palmer versus
First
Athena.
drop kick.
Yeah, would be great.
Yep. But, and the Palmer's actually coming away with a win on this after Kirby decided to bring out the dice, which I am so grateful that they took out the D-Force.
Funnier if they left him in.
I think, yeah.
More
it would've been
painful.
cool. Yeah. But that was something I had joked. I was like, man, I really want them to kind of roll to start the match.
Yeah.
But even
Roll
coming
initiative.
out, even coming out was still using the whole reason they're fighting for it was great. In a match that didn't really need it, but to have that callback was great.
Yeah. I tried to get a fireball chant started, but no, nobody was into it.
Yeah,
That's fine.
we're not all D&D nerds.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
I know. I said not all. There are some that are out there that are.
There's some people in the MPX addicts who are just completely boring.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Way to call yourself out there.
But yes, this match was great. And then I'm not going to lie, it did kind of shock me that Kirby was the one who took the screaming no.
Yeah.
And then the pin because I figured it would be Red. But no, it's, again, I look at the execution of that move. There wasn't a better one to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was great.
That's a good point, Sydney.
What?
Get them to do it, champ.
Oh, yeah, well, I'll know next time. But, after this match, we had the main event, which was the Tommy Becker taking on Chris Bay of the Bullet Club. And this is where the addicts tried. They really did, but they were exhausted by this point, I think. Because this one was a lot quieter.
They were exhausted, and it is one of those, okay, yeah, like I said earlier, it's MPX versus the world. You root for your guys, but it's Chris Bay. It's
also
hard.
Tommy Becker, the way he's been recently.
Yeah, which I think it did help him not having Brent there. I think a lot of people were kind of more behind Tommy. But again, no, it's Chris Bay. It's Bullet Club. You don't go against that. Yeah. Bullet Club's for life.
Oh, they
heard it before the start.
The chant started and everything, Too Sweet and Wolfpack stuff, which just goes to prove that Bullet Club is just NWO knockoff.
No, not entirely true, sir. We will argue about that later.
I prefer
How
the original.
is it not?
I prefer the original Bullet Club sign.
Yeah, Finn Balor's was always good, but I mean, man, it's Bullet Club's good, and it's part of those that, like, yes, Chris made Bullet Club, but he's also Bullet Club light. Like, it's one of those, like, there's so many iterations of Bullet Club right now. So like when people like that was in that kind of bothering Rich, like, oh, it's Bullet Club, it's Bullet Club. He is, but not really. It's very weird to me. But again, seeing Chris Bay live, because yes, I've watched him several times, never seen him live, and seeing him live was amazing. And also going against who we consider one of the best athletic men in MPX and the Tommy Becker. That match was amazing, and it was everything it should have been. It should have been the main event, and I know I'm one that's like, oh, your championship main event. Becker and Bay, you cannot not have that the main event.
No, this was a good main event. Like I said, unfortunately, just the addicts were exhausted by this point because they'd been going non-stop since 5.
No, yeah, and it's one of those where even then though, they may have been a little quiet. It still was very loud. Like it was still very good, and that match was solid. It's one of those where it's one of those I'm happy and proud of Tommy Becker for stepping up into that type of match against someone that caliber of Chris Bay. And from everything I heard backstage, there wasn't a nicer man than Chris Bay.
Oh yeah,
Chris Bay was apparently amazing.
Oh no, I got to talk to him a little bit after at
I need to replace the batteries.
At New Texas. We lose sound already?
Apparently, we're taking a short break.
Yeah, we're going to take a momentary sound break, guys.
Or we could just be louder and have the camera pick us up.
Maybe. I doubt that.
This is also true.
Can y'all still hear us if you can?
I think it's because it's plugged into here that they won't be able to hear us.
Oh, well.
I mean, we could still do it that way.
Yeah, go ahead and unplug it. Okay.
When did we lose sound?
It's like just a couple seconds ago.
Yes, I can. So I don't know. Sound is fine.
Yeah.
Not cheering for a team with red on it. That's just rude.
Wait, Tommy said I, not we. The meds are working.
Hey! The meds are there. They,
Yeah.
You know, it
Have you
does
been
take some
able to
time.
FaceTime with Hilda yet?
She's on the farm.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, he's been promised FaceTime.
There's low reception there. You can't. No, FaceTime didn't work
Unfortunately,
that
my
way.
hands are tied. I can't say any. I can't tell him.
You're not allowed to tell him.
Yeah.
Can't tell him. Yeah, she's on the farm playing with dogs and cats. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Can't tell him.
I know. Somebody tell him.
Yeah, Tommy Prince is on the team. You should cheer for blue. I mean, I know that's your favorite, right? Blue team?
No.
No? That's not your favorite?
No.
I thought blue was your favorite color.
No, red's my favorite color.
Oh.
And that's why I'm so glad that red's not on
red
it.
was on Team Red.
I might. Which is why I'm so very glad he's on the blue team.
So you choose the red pill or the blue pill? You're choosing the red pill? That's the wrong pill, isn't it?
No, that's the...
I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen
Why didn't I take the blue pill?
There we go.
So, the red pill gets you out.
Yeah.
Hey, Carl's in the Facebook. Hi, Carl.
Oh, hi. Haven't seen Carl in forever.
I saw him
We
on
saw him
Sunday.
on Sunday.
Well, of course y'all did.
But,
I was dead on Sunday. Till about 8 o'clock.
But that was MPX versus the World. That was an incredible night for MPX because just on its own.
It was MPX vs. World, biggest weekend in wrestling, and then also biggest for Texas. And I think
I gotta find more batteries.
I think that's the thing I'm more happy about is Texas showed out this weekend, so it's great.
What size?
But yeah,
Double.
It was great. Everything about this was amazing. But again, it's one of those where it's like such an amazing card. Such an amazing show. Everybody was up for it. How do you follow it? Oh, you do Fight, Win, Survive.
Yeah.
And
honestly, that's the only way you can. And
one of my
especially,
favorites.
And then how do you follow up Fight, Win, Survive?
30th, we have Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah.
Which I hope you all enjoy.
Oh, you're not going to be there?
I thought you told you this. Nah, I'm at a deathmatch tournament in Houston.
Oh.
You and your death matches.
Yeah.
It's a tournament.
I agree with her.
The Death Triad. Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Sky, we love you.
Yeah, we do love Sky and Dimitri.
Yeah.
And Sam Stackhouse.
They're all in it?
And John Wayne Murdoch. And Sawyer Ray.
You're done.
Dang.
You're slurring.
And Chris Carter.
But we've got Fight, Win, Survive starting this weekend, and it is, if you've never seen Fight, Win, Survive before, it is one of the most incredible just events that MPX from the PCW days has, and it's just a hell of a lot of fun. We talked a bit about it last week with Richard when he talked about the origins of it, but this week we got the announcement of who's on what team. We've got 4 teams of 5 guys. We've got the
which apparently was a mistake. No, he said that last week.
Did he say it on camera?
He said it on last week.
Yeah, he did say it on. Okay, if he said it on camera, that's fine. If he didn't say it on camera, you're gonna get us in trouble again.
Pretty sure he said it on camera.
He said it on camera. I heard it.
But we've got the purple, green, red, and blue teams, in which we've got on the blue team we're going to have most of management and JD Griffey.
That's just a coincidence. There was random draws. They just all happened to be
together.
Yeah,
sure. We've got the greatest human being alive, Stephen Kirby, obviously team captain.
Griffey might be team captain.
I'm sure Griffey will say he's team captain. It's a hard choice for me. I'm just,
Worked out for Tatum last year. He won by saying he was team captain.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It was,
Until
but wasn't he the only one who lost?
Yes.
Don't know what you're talking about. Team Yellow won because of Tatum, man.
It was all his leadership. It's Brent or Kirby or Baby D.
Yeah,
exactly.
But that guy, Red Chambers,
2 of them have retired since then.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, really. The black-hearted bastard, Johnny O'Mara, the king of MPX, JD Griffey, and the Mad Prince, all on this team.
Tommy Prince.
Tommy Prince?
Mad Prince.
Mad Prince?
Too
many Tommies, he's still the Mad Prince.
Is it
That's what Richard said.
No, remember, it's Thomas Prince III. You gotta wait for the medicine to kick in.
Oh, yeah, sure. Just not Ritalin. It's no good.
Or is it Tomothy?
Tomothy.
Well,
we've got a Gabraham, so why not? Family.
Exactly.
But we've also got the green team, which is led by Gabraham, the rugged Gabe Wilder. Formerly Corey Constantine, replaced by Tommy Dean.
Don't say the. No.
Well, he puts himself as the Tommy Dean.
No.
So
there's only one the Tommy. That's the Tommy Becker.
Mm-hmm. But instead, Corey Constantine got a different opportunity. The ugly bastard, Zero.
We have 2 bastards in this Fight When Survive?
Yeah, they were a tag team together. They were a couple of bastards, and now they're just angry at each other.
They were pub crawlers. They were not bastards.
Yeah.
Hey, we were just talking about you, Tommy.
Hey! Yeah, talking about how you're on the green team, and you found out, when it was announced. We had conversations about that, actually, the other week. High Stakes Chip Mandalay and Nasty Nick Nash all on this team.
Yeah, I don't know how poor Nick got on this team.
I just I almost feel bad for him.
Why? He's got a hell of an opportunity.
He does.
We've also got
sorry for him rather than people that aren't on any of the teams.
Yeah. We've also got the red team, which has the final boss, Exodus Prime, Brixton Shaw, which means this will be very interesting.
It will.
The reincarnation of Exodus. I keep wanting to say Top Flight.
No. That's not a thing in MPX.
I know. The reincarnation of Excellence, Kari Wright, Devion Black, and the Texas Chainsaw Sky de Lacrimosa, which I feel sorry for everybody else on that team.
It's
just hopefully he doesn't get angry at them.
Let's be honest, if you look at the team, that's 2 former world champions.
That is. Actually, 2 former world champions and the longest reigning MPX Addicts champion.
Addicts champion, tag champs. I mean, that's really
the only one that hasn't held title MPX is Davion.
Yeah, and
you
know what?
We've only seen him twice.
I was going to say, he hasn't had a chance to go for it yet.
Right.
He's good, and I expect that, he sticks around. We may see gold on him at some point.
That is true.
I mean, heck, red team wins, he may have a chance at that.
Well, he will have a chance at it. It just doesn't matter if he gets it or not.
Yeah.
So.
And then, of course, the purple team, the one that I'm sure everybody wants us to really talk about. Mr. Legs will be on it. The immortal Jason Silver, Mikey B, our current MPX Addicts champion, All-Star Matlock, and, of course, the return of the man called Remedy.
Yes. Great team. Very shocking. I do wish that this team had a mystery name and then we did Remedy. I get the idea of ticket sales and doing that. Yeah, what team you rooting for?
Ha! I can deal with this.
I was really hoping you were blue.
Nope.
We can wait. We can wait till we're done.
No, go ahead now. Go ahead and say.
But yeah, I was really hoping Remedy was a surprise.
Yeah.
I think that's a much better return type thing.
Yeah.
Especially with this crowd and these addicts.
Yeah.
But I get the idea of like, no, let's announce it because it's a big thing and it's, it may boost ticket sales. Who knows?
And it's like, honestly, I understand both sides of this.
I do too. But yes, no, Team Purple is, man, that's going to be great.
Yeah. I'm so looking forward to this. Maybe that'll explain why I haven't gotten my video yet. I've gotten one video out of all the ones I talked to you about. Yep. I've gotten one.
Because I didn't ask for them.
That is true. You didn't let PR handle it.
Let PR handle it.
Yeah. That's why you have PR, sir.
But yeah, no, with these teams, and of course, Certified Mark Productions, we've decided that we're going to randomize our support of each of the different teams. Hey, Kyle, what'd you get?
I am Team Purple. So I am Remedy, Legs, Mikey B, Matlock, and Jason Silver.
I got Team Green, so I've got Gabe Wilder, Tommy Dean, Zero, Chip, and Nick Nash.
I'm for Team Green,
that's
with one exception.
Nick Nash.
Nasty Nick Nash.
He can
At least
go
he's not
rot in a
nasty.
fire. That hammer thief can go die.
I got Team Red.
You like Sky at least, and Brixton.
Yeah.
PR got Team Blue. Everyone's favorite pick to win, so
yeah.
Hey, PR actually won on this, right? I know he really wanted purple though.
I think all of us did simply because of Remedy.
Yeah.
I mean, green's my favorite color, and I love Gabe. And then red was my second, because obviously Sky and red, so there's gonna be blood. Right?
Yeah.
Sky's on the team.
Yeah.
Purple's my favorite color, so I would have wanted that one.
And of course, with night one happening, we've got the matches announced. We're going to start off with a 30-minute Iron Man match between the King of MPX, JD Griffey, and the final boss, Exodus Prime. If you thought their Addicts Championship match was incredible, I will be surprised if this one does not outdo it.
Exactly, and that's something we've asked for a while. We know Jerome could do an Iron Man match. It's just who could he do it against? And there's not many.
I think Exodus is the right person to say.
Exodus is 100% the right person.
Exactly. Him and Exodus in an Iron Man match, 30-minute Iron Man match, is going to be amazing. It's, again, you thought their Addict style was great. Man, this is going to be great.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it.
It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Fantaxis?
Have you been drinking?
Apparently, I guess.
I switched his water out for vodka.
Oh, God damn it. That explains everything.
Why didn't you do that for me? Fuck.
Didn't have that much vodka.
But then we're going to have a Break the Forbidden Door. I'm sorry. I love the name. It's fucking hilarious.
It is great. It was one of those because we look at the history of MPX with doors. We're like, shouldn't that be... can't break the door. Because we've had hard times with doors and tables and stuff like that. But the Forbidden Door is, it's an amazing thing.
Yeah, and it's going to be the greatest human being alive, Stephen Kirby, taking on Mr. Legs.
Hey, go Team Purple. Hey, who represents Team Purple more than Mr. Legs?
I know, right? He's Mascara Purpura.
I was going to say, now watch, he comes out in all fucking blue or green. You're like, fuck you!
Silver.
All silver.
Go with his knee pads.
Yep. Then we're going to have a classic... Seriously.
God, you can't talk.
Did you really?
Would I do that?
Yes.
More than once in your lifetime?
Wait. Or did you switch these out?
No comment.
Oh, well, if that's the case.
No, we got those coming later. A classic Texas bull rope match. The reincarnation of excellence. Corey Wright taking on high-stakes Chip Mandalay. This?
Super excited to see Chip back.
That for one. But I wouldn't expect these two to be in a bull rope match, but
I think this is going to be the fastest paced bull rope match I've ever seen.
It's going to be amazing, and heavy metal kind of ruined bull rope matches for me because they had a barbed wire bull rope match.
Ow!
Where it was wrapped, the bull rope was wrapped in barbed wire, and Ruben and Kiefer just beat the shit out of each other with
Jesus.
it.
Ruben
Of course it was Ruben.
Yeah.
Of course it was Ruben. It was probably Ruben's idea.
Yeah.
Probably.
Which, amazing match. It's on IWTV. Go watch it. Heavy metal. But yeah.
Rest in peace.
So it's one of those where it was... Bull ropes have kind of been ruined for me because I'm like, oh, bar. Oh no, it's just regular bull rope. But no,
Classic, classic Texas.
Yeah, and again, Kari and Chip are gonna pull it off amazing, and I'm super excited to see Chip back because again, while we talk about athletic man, Chip is up there, and he's one of those we don't get to see a lot of, and I don't think there's a better opponent than.
He's real
Kari
popular everywhere else, so
yeah, exactly.
Getting it to line up,
and then him with Kari, it's gonna be a great match. It's one of those that I think is. It might very well be a sleeper for match of the night just because of those two men.
Yeah. We've also got a socks match as the Mad Prince takes on Tommy Dean.
Which is funny because if anyone knows Tommy Dean, he is very particular about his socks. So it's one of those funny things where it's like, oh yeah, no, this match makes total sense to me because Tommy Dean, he takes pride in his socks.
But at the same time, I almost kind of wish it's like if it weren't for the 30-minute Iron Man match, I'd want Exodus in the socks match because he always has those incredible socks.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this about Tommy Prince. So does he.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
And what's going to be real interesting is I think Tommy Dean might actually have an advantage in this match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boots versus shoes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. But this match is gonna be amazing. It's one of those where it's one of my favorite things about Fight Would Survive. We get these type of matches where you're like, what the fuck is this? But they usually turn out to be the best.
Yeah.
All right, Sydney, who do you want to put in the dresses?
Why do I have a feeling her answer is gonna be Kirby?
Yeah, but Kirby's in the doors.
That is true. Kirby and Remedy have already had matches, so you can't put them in dresses.
Yep. Speaking of which, we had the Hard 10 match. The black-hearted bastard Johnny O'Mara taking on the man called Remedy. Ooh.
And it's... I'm sorry, Johnny. One, it's
Say your
Remedy's...
farewells to Johnny O'Mara, ladies and gentlemen.
One, it's Remedy's already his match back, so he's already going to be up for it. Now you put it in a hardcore match, which is his domain, where he's got to hit someone 10 times.
Yeah.
With 10 different weapons.
Is it different?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was something I was actually discussing. I was
No,
like, if he grabs a chair and hits him 10 times, is it over?
Read the stipulations again.
Okay.
Have to hit. You only get 1 point per weapon.
That's going to be amazing.
Yep.
So, if he grabs a child, is a child a weapon?
I like to beat a motherfucker
right?
with another motherfucker.
Exactly.
So yes, I would say a child would be.
All right.
Wait.
We heard it from lawyer. Child's a
But
weapon.
I'm not the one that makes those calls.
Johnny's blue, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sorry.
You can take one loss.
Yeah.
Fuck Johnny.
It's okay. Team
I love how
Purple does
nobody
well.
has any faith in Johnny O'Mara in this match.
Which,
Remedy.
watch that be the fuck. That is management
That
right there.
Yeah.
That is creative.
I've got my prediction about how it ends. I'll tell you guys later.
Oh, man. But yeah.
I've already established mine. So.
Yeah.
But no, that match is going to be amazing just for the fact that it's Remedy's return. And then, yeah.
Can't do
Okay.
Tatum. He had to do that last time. Somebody else has got to do it.
Yeah. But he looks so damn good in a dress.
I think we actually still have the dress.
But this is one of those matches where, like you said, you're like, yo, rest in peace. Everyone give blessings to Johnny. Don't count Johnny out, man. Johnny's a tough son of a bitch.
Yeah.
But it is Remedy. Try to play
Also,
devil's advocate
bar fight.
here.
Bar fight.
Yeah,
He's used to
exactly.
using all kinds of different weapons.
That is true.
Remedy just hits people. Even in a hardcore match. He just hits the people.
He also lights his fist on fire. So is a fire fist a weapon?
Yes. I would say yes.
The fist? No. The fire? Yes.
Fire punch! And then, of course, we've got what's going to probably be our main event, the MPX Championship Fatal 4-Way. Tatum Manning, our new MPX champion, taking on...
It's been 2 weeks. Is it still new?
Okay. I
He
guess,
hasn't defended it yet.
Touche.
That is true. That is also true.
Touche.
This will be his first defense, taking on the Texas Chainsaw Sky de Lacrimosa, Brixton
Former
Shaw,
champion.
and
Former champion.
yeah, and the Amalgam Corey Constantine.
A guy. Yeah. Has yet to win gold. But that's the other thing. It's one of those where you look at this match, you're like, oh, Corey's out of place. Corey's kind of the dark horse that actually could end up winning.
That would be,
yeah. So it's great. This match is, man.
Probably would Jinx himself.
What did, yeah, probably, because, Jinx is amazing.
Hi,
But
Jinx,
what
how you
did Tatum do to piss everyone off in management and creative to get this match?
Told them to piss off?
Texas Chainsaw, Brixton, one of the most dominant competitors we've had at MPX. And then Corey, who actually has a win over Brixton. So it's one of those where
he told them to piss off and beat up Tommy Becker.
Yeah. I don't know why you would do that. Did you advise that, counsel?
No.
That's not good advisement.
All I told him was good luck out there.
Exodus and Casey in the dresses.
Casey is a fine-looking bitch. That might actually work.
No. That's my bitch.
Getting kind of possessive, are we?
But yeah, that match, that four-way.
Yeah.
I mean, what a better way to start your title reign, so to speak, than if you could go through those three men. But it's the other thing too, where it's at his disadvantage. He does not have to get pinned to lose that. Yeah. And as we've learned in MPX history, even if he loses, he ain't getting a rematch. So Tatum's definitely got his work cut out for him.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I'm really excited to see this. I didn't see. This isn't an elimination match, is it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, of course, we'll find out Saturday.
Yeah.
Because even if it says fatal four-way, it still could be an elimination. We've learned that in the tag match.
Yep.
Fatal elimination.
Fatal four-way elimination match. Makes no fucking sense. But, hey, it happens.
Yeah. But that is going to be the first night of Fight Win Survive. The other two nights are going to be just as incredible.
I was going to say, what a great fucking first way to kick off Fight Win Survive.
I know, right? I'm looking forward to it because, again, we've got the return of Remedy, which it makes everybody happy. It's going to be so fun.
It is. Fun will be had.
Yeah.
Except for poor Johnny. I don't think
I'm
Johnny's
willing to bet
fun.
Johnny's going to have fun. Don't forget what... Sorry, just lost my brain.
Sometimes it glitches.
Don't forget what Richard said last week.
Yeah.
Johnny is a fighter and loves to fight.
Yeah, he does.
So putting him up against somebody like Remedy, that may be just playing into his strengths.
It is.
And his wants.
Like I said, it's, you have to win by hitting your opponent with 10 different weapons. That's something Johnny could do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible.
They're just going to beat the shit out of each other. It's going to be fantastic to watch, one way or the other.
Yes, it is going to be
I will
amazing.
say, I'm glad I don't have to clean up that mess afterwards.
It's great to be off of security. Do you think Nick still has to help clean up?
No, he's part of a team. It's going to be Angel. And
also, unannounced is there will be a dark match. I got told today I was in a dark match. I didn't get told who against. But there's going to be a dark match.
Yep.
So always be there early.
Yep.
And I can confirm, fatal four-way, not a fatal four-way elimination.
Yay! Fatal four-way. So
regular fatal four-way.
Hopefully Tatum gets a pinfall.
Yep.
Or Sky,
Because that's the thing about the fatal four-way. It's the same with the.
Well, and look at it this way: say Sky or Brixton does win, and then their team wins. They got to fight their teammates now.
Yeah.
And themselves, apparently. That's going to be
I mean, Sky fights himself all the time. Anyways, but
I didn't realize that both of them are on the same team. I missed that.
Oh yeah.
That gives a big advantage to Team Red, then, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll go ahead and just team up in that match.
Maybe.
And then realizing, hey, if we win this and then we win our match, at least one of them, it's there. There's a reason to this madness that management has done.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. Yes.
And then we're totally wrong, and somehow Corey wins.
It's like, I'm not even on the team. Bye, guys.
What?
We just let him go. We don't question him.
It'd be fun to watch.
It's okay, then we'd have the manager of the champion next week.
Exactly.
That was only, it's like, but MPX versus the World was only one show out of, 5, 6 that between all of us we went to?
Oh. thought you meant at 5 of April, because MPX has 5 this month.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Of course, April 30th. That's going to be incredible because
Tommy Dreamer.
Tommy Dreamer, the innovator of violence, returns. Hopefully this time.
When I'm always in Houston, we get the big person. Oh, David Bates is here. I'll be in Houston. Oh, Tommy Dreamer's here. I'll be in
Stop
Houston.
going to Houston. Houston sucks.
I fucking hate Houston.
It's like, why the fuck are you going to Houston again?
Richard says, fuck it.
It's fucking deathmatch triad for Wrestle Rave.
But
like I said, you
Tommy
and your
Dreamer's
fucking
here.
death matches.
Tommy Dreamer is here. But I like supporting my friends.
I was going to say, he also probably already bought his tickets, so.
Yeah.
But, we also had New Texas Pro Wrestling had 2 shows. One at midnight, which unfortunately I couldn't stay for all of, but I stayed at least for the championship match.
Pussy!
Not the real championship match, not the main event, but but yes, you definitely saw one of the better matches I saw this weekend.
We had the tag team match versus Violence is Forever and Fly Death.
Yeah, Kevin Koo and Dominic Green.
Green.
I was gonna say I never say his name right, and I apologize. Violence is Forever was amazing to see live. Kevin Koo is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Fly Death is always a treat to see.
Yeah.
It's one of those where I did notice this weekend in that match and the match they had the next night, slow the fuck down. They are a little too fast, but no, the match...
They go at their own pace, and everybody else has to keep up with them.
Yeah.
Sounds like another tag team that we've seen have problems. I think just people are less willing to beat the crap out of Fly Death.
Yeah. And no, it was good. The match was great. Again, it's one of those where, man, Kevin and Dominic they're fucking hard. And no, I was proud of Warren and Zach for sticking with it. It was a great match.
It was a good match. Fly Death coming away with the win on that one. I got to say, this was my first New Texas show, and people may argue with me on this, but I'd say that New Texas crowd is second only to the Addicts.
It is
when it comes to just being diehard fans.
That, and then also it's next to MPX. I don't think many people have done what New Texas done for Texas wrestling.
True.
New Texas in only being 3 years, and I think maybe 2. What Kiefer has done with New Texas and what he has done for Texas wrestling is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And the talent he brings in and the talent he showcases is you can't really top it.
Speaking of talent he brought in, we actually got to see Chris Bay a second time that night as he took on ASF. And if you have not seen ASF wrestle before, you are way missing out.
And
I really wish we could get him at MPX, but he's one of those guys who is booked everywhere.
ASF.
I'd love to see him versus Tommy Becker.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
ASF is a phenomenal talent. And Chris, now I really want to see that. Yeah, I really want to see that too now.
You're welcome. Hey,
ASF.
Richard, book it.
If he can't, he wants to.
Y'all should do a top 5 wrestlers that aren't booked at MPX. It should be.
ASF
Actually, that does sound like a
definitely
good idea. Yeah, ASF is on there.
I don't think we can do that off the top of our head.
Oh.
I mean, I know he's been there.
Top
I was gonna say I know he's been there once before. I would love to see Brian Keith again.
Yeah.
But no, ASF and Chris Bay, fucking amazing. One of the highlights of the week for me. Because while yes, Chris Bay and Tommy Becker was an amazing match and athletic, ASF took that like 10 feet, and it was again, and it's one of those where Chris Bay again played into the crowd. He saw what was happening. He saw everyone's behind ASF. Okay, cool. Guess what? I'm gonna be a dick now, and I'm gonna be the heel, and it was amazing.
Yep, and he walked away with the win on that one too. So it all worked out for him. Then after that, we got women's match of Hyan versus Lufisto. We've seen Lufisto at MPX before, and she was pretty good. Took on Livy Loca at that time.
The what is it? 2021 Independent Wrestling Hall of Famer Lufisto. No, she's one of those that if anyone knows independent wrestling or women's wrestling history in general, Lufisto's one of the best to ever do it. And she hasn't missed a beat.
No, definitely not.
She is amazing. And Hyan's one of those now coming back kind of local to Texas.
Isn't it?
She's toured a lot, and she was in England for a really long time. Coming back home and now residing in Houston and seeing her a lot more in New Texas is going to be a treat.
Yeah.
Because she is an amazing talent.
Mm-hmm. And Hyan walking away with the win on that one. This was actually a pretty incredible match. I mean, Lufisto just kind of threw Hyan around the ring a bit.
Yeah, no, that's what Lufisto
She does that a lot.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's what Lufisto does. She was brought up in kind of like a hardcore deathmatch type style, and she does not let up. And her punches and chops and kicks are full force, and they are amazing.
Yeah. Then after that, we had the Lone Star Championship match as the champion Max Heights with his.
No, that's his partner. It wasn't a match. It was Timbo. It was his partner.
Yeah. yeah. Max Heights thought that this was going to be, a poke of doom kind of match, but it wasn't happening that way. Terrell Tempo, when he comes to fight, he comes to fight.
Yeah.
And Max Heights, he's really good. He's been at MPX a couple of times. I hope we get him back at some point because we've got a lot of new MPX addicts.
Yeah.
And Max has had time to really cultivate who he is. And if we get him back, I hope we get his manager back too.
Yeah, Max Heights and Enrique are a great duo together. And yeah, the match I thought was really great. Having Heights not in gear, just in jeans and Jordans, being like, hey, this is we're buddies, we're friends, we're tag partners. And Tippo like, yeah, but it's for a title, and I'm paid to fight and win. So no, it was great. It was great to see Tempo back. We haven't seen Tempo in a while in Texas. So yeah, no, the match was amazing. Again, I am fully behind Enrique as a manager. I think he's great.
Oh God, especially that finish with him just sliding into the ring to prop up Max for that roll up.
Max with the roll up, and then Enrique sliding in, pushing his feet on him, and holding the ropes was amazing.
I was just like, that is so smooth. That is a kind of just I don't know. It's like, does Enrique wrestle?
I mean, I'm sure he's trained in that, and I'm sure he might have early on. But yeah, I've only seen him as a manager, and I've only seen him with Max Heights.
Yeah.
That's something I would love to see him kind of branch out more.
The closest I think we got to see was at HOT when he was in that Rumble match and got thrown out like right away.
Yeah.
Happens to managers in Rumble matches.
Yep.
Yeah.
But no, it was really good. It was a solid match. It was great to see Tempo back, and yeah, it's Max and Enrique. They're a good duo that should be booked a lot of places.
Including MPX.
Yes, definitely including MPX. Then after that, we had a fatal four-way, no-holds-barred match, which was...
what made me buy the ticket.
Yeah.
I mean, that was what started it, and then the rest of the crowd was like, oh yeah, no, I'm definitely going.
It's like, of course, we had the Texas Chainsaw Sky de Lacrimoso with Cousin Otis, who looked really familiar.
Yeah, he used to be Cousin Scooter. Now he's
okay,
Otis.
yeah. Aaron Mercer, Akira, and...
Hoodfoot.
Hoodfoot.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Akira and Hoodfoot are, at this point, world-renowned deathmatch guys. Both of them, I mean, you could see when they came out, they had the scars on their back from the collective they just did like 2 nights ago for Planet Death. Akira, the thing I got out of this match most is one, I was super happy that Cousin Otis got to do a lot more than I thought he would.
Oh yeah, he was beaten like a redheaded stepchild.
Cousin Otis was amazing. And then I definitely need to see Akira and Mercer one-on-one. I don't care if it's a regular match. I don't care if it's a hardcore match, death match, whatever. Those two men had such good chemistry with each other.
Actually, that was one of the more incredible things about this match. I'd been told that somebody said, please don't bleed on my mat.
Yeah, it was very going into that, talking to people. They were all like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. It's gonna be awesome." All right, cool. Then we get there and it's like, "Hey, we have this mat for 5 more shows.
Yeah.
Please don't bleed in it."
Yeah.
So it wasn't as hardcore as you would think, but it was still very good.
You could do a lot of hardcore without blood.
And that's the thing. You could.
But the other thing is the fact that it actually let the guys show that, yes, they're deathmatch guys, but at the same time, they are incredible wrestlers.
Yes, and that's why I said Akira and Mercer put on a really good, it may have only been 2 minutes, but it was a good clinic for 2 minutes. And we saw some blood. It just wasn't on the mat. There were skewers involved, and Mercer jammed those and stuff. When I say jammed, I mean jammed those.
So he got to be the porcupine again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And high up this time. I was like, those are too high. And then it wasn't even just that. He also twisted them. Why are you twisting them? No, fuck you. But yeah, Mercer obviously
Gotta do
getting the
something
win.
to keep Sky down.
Man.
True.
And that was the thing. Mercer getting the win with the skewers and the twisted, and then also in the crossface with the barbed wire bat. It was a very good match.
Yeah, Otis tried to help. He tried to get the.
Otis is the reason Sky lost because he gave him the bat.
Did Star come out to play?
No.
Star did not.
Star was at MPX, but she didn't
Yeah.
come to New Texas.
Star was too violent for New Texas.
Yeah.
Then we had a singles match of Mysterious Q taking on Marcus Mathers and
Mr. IWTV apparently,
Yeah.
and the Prodigy.
I
Someone
had no
I've-
idea who this guy was, but I was impressed.
It was someone I've seen before on H2O, which is Matt Tremont's promotion. It's his student show.
Yeah.
He's a student of Matt Tremont, and he's been very good. This is my first time seeing him live, and holy shit, he was impressive.
Yeah.
And yes, it is. It's Q, which again is someone else I would love to be at MPX because I don't think we get.
No, we haven't seen him.
He's been in the building.
Yes, because Mysterious Q is again one of those talents that man, you're gonna see him sooner rather than later on AEW, WWE, NXT, whatever, New Japan, whatever.
Yeah.
Mysterious Q is a phenomenal talent, and to go out there and have a match with someone who is one young in his career, and then two who is young in his career, and then also unknown to this audience. He did it very well.
Yeah.
This match was amazing. It was one of those where going into it, I'm like, oh, okay, this is whatever. And no, it grabbed me. I'm like, holy shit, this is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I mean, it's like I love watching Mysterious Q when I get the chance to. And like I said, Marcus Mathers, I'd never seen him before, but I was impressed.
Yeah.
I was really impressed.
No, he was great. And then, man, we thought Tatum's chest was rough.
Ooh, yeah.
Q's got some serious chops, too.
But Mysterious Q walking away with one on that one because, it's Mysterious Q. After that, we had the New Texas Pro Championship match as Josh Alexander challenged Brian Keith, the bounty hunter.
Josh Alexander.
Huh?
The walking weapon, Josh Alexander, because that is what that man is.
And you got on me about the walking howitzer bit with this.
Hey, walking weapon's different. I can say weapon, I can't say howitzer.
Okay, that's why. That makes sense.
I can't also spell it, so.
But taking on the bounty
It's okay,
hunter,
we get
Brian
Fitz
Keith.
Taker now, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Which actually, hearing him talk about the character, I fucking love it.
Yeah, no, I've actually.
The story behind there, I'm like, oh shit, no, okay, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. But this match, whoo, boy, this match. For one, I've got to say, I'm kind of glad Josh Alexander was wearing that head pro. Because he needed it.
Always.
Jesus Christ. It's like Matt Locke with the mouth guard. It's like sometimes you see why they wear it.
Yep. No, Brian Keith and Josh Alexander, fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Tremendous match. One of, if not the best of the week for me. Was great. And it's, again, I think it shows Josh Alexander being considered one of the best in the world. And we had Brian Keith, who is, at this moment, probably hands down the best in Texas. Going out there and just putting on a phenomenal wrestling match. It was great. I'm super excited. He's one of those that, again, Brian Keith's one of those you're going to see sooner rather than later. And he's one of those I wish we had.
That's because
at
he's
MPX
your
more.
friend, Sydney.
Just
He trusts you to hold it for him.
Yeah, that's one way.
He's
to
your
look at
bestie,
it.
isn't he?
Yeah, that's one way.
You know, we'll ask him in person at some point soon.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
End of the month at some time, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brian Keith and Josh Alexander, fucking amazing. And I don't think he calls himself a pillar of Texas and as well as he should. There's not many better
There it
than
is.
Brian Keith.
I was watching for that, sorry.
No, I know. As soon as you dropped it, I was like, he's just waiting for the pop.
You'll see. Okay.
Spoilers.
But yeah, no, Brian Keith winning on this one. It was an incredible match. I'm glad I stayed through this one at least, but I was fucking exhausted because I'd been up since 4 a.m.
Should have stayed for the main event.
I wish I had, because it's T-Ray, and I love T-Ray, and well, I also kind of wish I'd stayed for the New Texas Pro Women's Championship match because it's Rachel Rose.
Yeah, Rachel Rose and Maria May.
And I kind of wanted to watch, Pat Cream himself.
It was a good match. It was a little... I think it was a little off. They probably haven't really worked each other that much. Rachel also still very young in her career. It's one of those where she can't really carry a match per se. It was all right. But you're following Brian Keith and Josh Alexander.
Yeah, that's
that was part of it too, because also, I mean, that crowd's already kind of spent because it's midnight, or at that point, 2:30, 3 in the morning. They're already spent because of the time, but they're also spent because, man, Josh Alexander and Brian Keith just tore it down.
Yeah.
Rachel Rose picked up the win. It was, like I said, it's a solid match. It was all right. It was good. But the match after that, it at least got me back up.
Yeah.
For the fact that it was T-Ray, who is amazing.
Yes.
And is great. And he went against Alec Price, who is someone I've wanted to see live for a while because he's the current Limitless champion, and he's also, I think, one of the first graduates out of the Limitless dojo. And that's one of my only other wrestling promotions I truly follow, because when I lived in Maine, that's what I gravitated towards was Limitless. So it was great to see him live, and he played everything perfectly. He is a Boston, Massachusetts asshole, and it was great.
There are a lot of those.
They are. If you ever go up north, there's a lot of assholes.
Hey, my family's from there. They resemble them.
But they should also acknowledge that. There are a lot of them. But this match was very good. And again, it's one of those, I know T-Ray even posted a joke saying that, hey, you're going to be main event. Cool. Yeah, you're following Brian Keith and Josh Alexander. He's like, what the fuck? Really? But again, they delivered. It was a great match. And it's one of those where Alec, if you've seen clips or pictures of Alec Price, very small, skinny guy, and T-Ray
got very mean, sir.
T-Ray got to throw him around a lot, so it's great. But yeah,
you should not laugh at people like that.
What are we laughing at?
We're laughing at somebody losing their minds.
Oh yeah.
Comments.
She does that quite a bit.
Oh yeah, it's just funny to watch.
Yeah, but he doesn't usually laugh at her for it.
Oh, he does.
That's true.
But yeah, no, Alec obviously picking up a win. It was for the Limitless World Title and the whatever Bone Storm title for the promotion. I don't know what it was. It was way too long. I was there for the Limitless title. But no, it was a great match. And it's one of those where T-Ray had a huge hill to climb, and Alec Price as well, following Alexander and Brian Keith. But they did. I thought it was a great way to end the night.
He aimed for that. That was his goal. You're feeding his ego right now.
He is a troll.
What a mark.
Ow! There we go. Good job.
Never say I don't hit my friends.
Yeah. But there was only one. That was only the first night of New Texas Pro Wrestling. The next night was
Texas Till I Die.
Yep.
Which I have to leave comments now. Yeah, Texas Till I Die was very good. It was during Mania Night 2. It was at 9 o'clock. It was right before the VIP midnight show. But yeah, it was
a very 80s poster.
You think so?
Yeah, it looks like an 80s.
It looks like an 80s movie.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I liked it.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, it was very good, and the show itself was good. And I also loved, Texas Till I Die. I thought it was great. Obviously, do not remember the match order per se, because I do not take notes, because I did not know I'd be talking about it.
And he was probably drunk at the time.
That night, no. Right now,
what?
Yes.
When are you
so
not?
I didn't remember the match order, but I do remember one. I remember the opener and the main event. Fly Death going for the new Texas Tag titles against the champs, JJ Blake and Kim Cole. Wow. Very good. I haven't seen JJ and Cam team live before. I've seen the shows on IWTV, which you can watch both New Tech shows on IWTV. It's one of the best 999s you'll ever spend. Fly Death again. same as the
Second
night
best.
before.
Second best night.
He said one. He said
I
one.
said
of the
one
best.
of.
Second best.
One of. But yeah, Fly Def again. Same thing as I said with Violence Forever. Need to slow down a little bit. But man, it was a very good match. JJ and Cam play the heels perfectly. Coming out saying California's the best and everything like that.
Oh man.
So it was great. Fly Def finally getting the tag titles. For New Texas, which they've ever since the incarnation of them have wanted and rightfully deserved. They are now that Larger Than Life is kind of gone. They are the top tag team in
Kind
Texas.
of gone.
Yeah,
You
kind
couldn't
of.
pay Ryan enough to come back. And
Why you gotta crush my dreams like that, sir?
Because it's funny.
We can still get Dave and Tommy, right? They're good.
Dave was never part of Larger Than Life.
That is true. He was Impact Players. Anyways.
Also, you'd have to pry Dave
Back from Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very hard. If he didn't come to watch Mania Weekend or Tatum win the title, he ain't coming back.
Yep.
Yeah. No.
That's kind of what I realized. I was very hopeful that we would see him at some point. After that, we had High End versus Billy Starks in a number one contenders match for the New Texas Women's title. Which most people would sit there, oh, well, it's obviously going to be High End because she's local. Billy Starks has wrestled more in New Texas than High End has. So it was, again, very good match. One of those that I think...
Especially for how young Billy is.
Oh, yeah. And that's the thing. She's one of the best women workers out there at her age. Very good match. High End picking up the win. Again, most of these matches are solid. You'll hear me repeat that quite a bit. Speaking of the women's title, we had Rachel Rose versus Willow Nightingale, which is the first time I've seen Willow live and was amazing. Her energy and everything about her is almost infectious to the crowd.
Nice.
It was great. And Rachel Rose, obviously, being what she is, playing her bitch role perfectly. You were gone. The match itself was good. Willow, like I said,
That was funnier the second time.
her energy and everything was infectious. Great match. Rachel picking up the win. So at some point we will get Rachel Rose versus High End, which will be great. One of my favorite matches, because I was looking forward to it because of the build they had to it, which it was all on Twitter. Cole Radrick versus Aaron Mercer. Amazing. One of those where you got two guys who they love the deathmatch style, but can also go in the ring.
I was gonna say, were they finally allowed to bleed or no?
No. Cole's back opened up a little bit because, again, Planet Death, he got fucked up in Planet Death. But Mercer and Cole was great. Mercer coming out. And this, I want to say this is the first night Mercer wore actual gear. Everything else was in pajamas and stuff because that's what Mercer does, because Mercer does not give a fuck, and it's amazing. But yeah, no, this match was great. Very hard hitting. Mercer getting the win, everything like that. So, and it's one of those where Mercer's one of those Texas talents that you enjoy him now because he's not going to be around much longer. After that, we had the 6-shooter challenge, which is for a shot at the New Texas Pro title eventually. So you had Max Heights, T-Ray, Sky De La Cremosa. We had, Izzy James. Who else was part of that? They filled in Garza. So match itself, again, and it was cool because you start out, 2 minutes start for 2 minutes, then someone comes out, and then a minute after that someone else comes out. So a little confusing and everything like that, but it worked out well because it was just a single pinfall. So they made the statement that if someone gets pinned and the 5th or 6th person come out, it doesn't matter, match is over.
Wow.
Which I thought was very interesting, and it's also interesting. It's like, why do you point that out? Because it's like, oh, that means it might happen. Again, very cool concept. I enjoyed the 6-shooter challenge. Max Heights picking up the win, so at some point Max Heights will get a title shot at the New Texas Pro title, while also still being the Lone Star champion. It's kind of cool.
That actually that's really cool because it gives advantage to the first 2 people out there.
Exactly.
And actually a fairly big disadvantage to the last person out as opposed to most other.
Yeah, you may not even get into the match before you lose.
Yep. And then
whoever came up with the idea for that, well done on you.
Yeah.
I would assume Kiefer. Yeah. Great concept. Really enjoyed it. It was a good match. And again, it's one of those where it could be a clusterfuck, but the fact that you have talents in there like Jerome, like T-Ray, like Sky, like Izzy, all these, great talents that have been around for a while, it was laid out amazing. It was really good. And then after that, we have, the main event, Mysterious Q versus Davey Richards, which is, for, again, a #1 contendership at the New Texas title. So, yeah, it's kind of weird. We had 2 #1 contender type matches in here. But, and I would have to rewatch it. I think Max Sites is one of those where he can do it wherever. It's kind of weird. But no, Q and Richards, phenomenal. Again, great talents. Finally got to see Davey Richards twice out of the 3 times he no-showed me, so it was great. Because I saw him in Inspire the night before. But this match, again, Q proven he's one of the best in Texas in the world. Going in there against Davey Richards, which was great, and Q picking up the win. So at some point we'll see Q versus Keith, hopefully again, which is how Keith won the title. So should be amazing. But yeah, New Texas, IWTV, catch both those shows, Cowboys from Hell, the Midnight Show, and Texas Till I Die. Both phenomenal cards. There hasn't really been, at least time I've been or a time I've watched New Texas, that I have not been disappointed in their card at all. New Texas and Kiefer puts on amazing shows.
Mm-hmm. Asshole, you just said there's not been a time you have not been disappointed.
I haven't been disappointed in their shows.
No, you said there has not been a time.
You double negative.
Whatever.
It happens.
You should know I don't English right, all right? Sober or drunk, I don't English right at all.
This is why he's in the medical field.
It is true.
He can Latin better than he can English.
Sadly, probably.
Yeah. So how was Inspire?
Oh yeah, there's another show I got to talk about. I'm not used to this. Inspire was great. That was the one before the Midnight Show on Saturday. Was great. We had the Killicate and Jordan Blade versus Rachel Rose and Tootie Lynn. Obviously seen Killicate and Rachel Rose before. Hadn't seen the other two.
You really need to put some respect on Rachel Rose.
Just because you have a crush on her doesn't mean we have to.
Rachel Rose is a very good talent. I'm not going to lie. She is really good.
Ever since the first time she showed up at MPX, I was like...
I was going to say she didn't even wrestle there.
No, but she still did that German to the person. And it was amazing.
Yeah. Man, she threw him. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
No, the match itself was very good.
Without his help.
Yeah. Killicate choking out Rachel. Getting the win for her team. It was, like I said, it was solid. It was a very good match. I wouldn't mind seeing more of the others, especially Tootie Lynn. Apparently she's part of Team Ambition with Davey Richards. So it was really cool. After that, we had a very fun match in the Born Haters versus the Great Ones and Luigi Primo. One of those comedy-style type matches where they kind of broke down. Like they had so they all do the thing where they're all in submissions and headlocks and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And they go, the one who's like, do you want to tap? And he goes, I just want to end it all. I want to lose my life. And everyone's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And they do like a whole powwow type. It was fucking hilarious. It was really good. It was good enough to the point where even, I think it was T-Ray posted it on Facebook. He's like, that was one of the best matches. Just because it was fun. It was one of those that was entertaining.
And you need those matches every once in a while.
You do, especially on a card was very, very fast-paced with a lot of the matches and stiff and just great working. You need those comedy matches. Mm-hmm. And we had, one of the Born Haters got stuck in a finger trap. It was great. It was amazing. The great ones are, everyone knows because at least in MPX we've seen Luigi Primo. The Born Haters are entertaining. The great ones are entertaining. It was just a fun match. We also, and these are not the order because I'm just going off what I see because I do not remember the order. Arrow Boy and Prince Adam, very good lucha match. Prince Adam, again, one of those talents that should be everywhere and will be sooner rather than later. Arrow Boy, again, phenomenal lucha match. And you've got, Prince Adam apparently having beef with Bedlam. So Bedlam came out, cost him the match. So Arrow Boy picking up the win.
Bedlam just picks fights with everybody.
Yeah. Can't mess with Teflon. Teflon's great.
Yeah.
I really do like John Bedlam. He had a match with Steve Reno It was great to see Steve Reno back. Haven't seen him in a while. The Pinfall Wizard coming out, doing his thing. Really good match.
Best match was against Kirby.
Yeah. Not wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, he's had some good ones, but yeah, that one was good. The match itself was good. Prince Adam coming out trying to get revenge on Bedlam, so it gets thrown out, and then all three of them going at each other. Great. Then after that, you had some of the hardest chops and stiffness I've ever seen in a match with T-Ray and Ryan Davidson.
Okay, you watched a man get knocked out by chops.
No, and that's, again, T-Ray's got some bad ones, and so does fucking Ryan Davidson. And for the Addicts, I mean, Ryan Davidson, if you haven't seen him, he's up there with some of the best in Texas.
So you're saying we should get him versus Jackson Stone?
Oh, God, yeah.
Or
I mean, I was going to say anyone against Jackson's great.
Yeah.
The match was very good. And then we also had Brian Keith versus Gary J. And that's one of those where, again, you thought Gary J was hard on Tatum. Him and Brian Keith. And I think that's my MVP of the week from everything I've seen clip-wise and what I saw live. Brian Keith fucking killed it this week. And that's one of those where I'm like, man, if you don't see him anywhere else, it's a shame. Brian Keith's one of those that should be everywhere.
He is everywhere. That's why we can't get him at MPX.
Yeah, like more. Like he needs to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday somewhere and on TV, like AEW, New Japan. That man could kill it anywhere he goes, and he can work with almost anyone. And he also has one of the greatest entrances and theme songs, so it's great.
What's he using now?
Still tipping.
Okay.
Yeah, it's amazing, and he's sponsored by it, so he can use it wherever he wants. Like there's no copyright issue.
Nice.
If he went to fucking AEW, he could come out to it because he technically is sponsored and owns it. Then we also had a 4-way with our own Exodus Prime, Mysterious Q, Ashton Starr, and Aaron Williams.
I wish I could have seen this match.
Ashton Starr and Aaron Williams were kind of like replacements for Pistolero and Will Allday. Filled in amazingly. Ashton Starr is one of those that if you haven't seen, look him up. Great talent. Great human from everything I've been told. I was super, again, I don't know if proud and happy is the right word, but Exodus showed out in this match, which he should because Exodus is amazing. But to be in there with the likes of like Mysterious Q, Ashton, who has a little bit of a name in world renown, and Aaron Williams, who's been around for a while, almost, I dare say, almost a decade in IWA. Phenomenal. And Exodus did amazing. Mysterious Q, picking up the win out of this. It was elimination. I think, unfortunately, Exodus was eliminated first, but it was one of those where they went so long, and then the eliminations came like boom, boom, boom. So it didn't really
get tired after a while.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. But no, like I said, match was great. And then the main event, another one of my favorite matches of the week, Davey Richards versus Great Scott. Because, again, Great Scott's one of those that I think kind of gets lost in some of the best in Texas. Great Scott is one of the best in Texas.
He's obviously that way. He's great.
He is great. But again, like the technical wrestling that Great Scott and Davey Richards did was fucking amazing. It was really good. And then again, I think it was one of those where just finally getting to see Davey Richards live was a treat. Dave Richards getting the win, and then also talking about how, that was one of the best matches he's had. He really loves it every time he's in Texas, but he also issues a challenge saying he wants to come to St. Louis, because that's, his city, that's his town. So having possible New Texas go to St. Louis and fight Davey and his group, it's going to be amazing. But yeah, no, that match... Again, I think that one...
I hate you so much.
I think that one is also going to be on IWTV as well. God Forgives, Inspire does not. But yeah, both those were amazing cards.
And then to cap it off, the end of my week was a return to a show that we used to be able to go to all the time and we loved. We actually did the same thing we do for MPX for this show, Lucha Brutals Bonanza at the... Lola's trailer park in Fort Worth. This was a good show. It was a free show too.
Yeah.
It was if you haven't seen, if you go back on our channel, we've got a show called Brutal Honesty.
I thought it was brutally honest.
We've switched between the two.
Yeah.
But it was.
Remember, you don't English.
That is true.
Yeah. But we loved this show. We really did. We supported the hell out of it. When we were so excited when they were coming back after COVID and everything like that, until we found out that it was on Saturdays, which we were like, no. But we
have
are
prior engagements on Saturday. It's weird.
Yeah. We're booked.
I wouldn't go that far.
But we still 100% support this show because it is, we like Rogelio Martinez, the promoter, and the guys that we get on this show are incredible.
Well, I mean, yeah, without Luttrell, I mean, we would have seen him eventually, but Chris Cruz, ASF, Prince Adam, like, those are some of the guys that...
First place I saw Mercer.
Yeah, those are some of the guys we, first time we saw him there, and it was great.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Mercer snap 4 fingers, and then Chris Cruz snap 4 fingers back on.
Saw Aaron Mercer versus a plank of plywood that would not break.
I was going to say him and Ruben both.
Yeah. But the first match, this was a very weird setup because it was part wrestling, part concert, and everything because, they had...
It was also like a bazaar, didn't they? Didn't
Yep.
they have like a bunch of tables and stuff?
Yeah, it had a bunch of tables.
Yeah.
Somebody was selling his chainmail stuff out there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Should check out Dwarfmate on Facebook, from Iron Belly.
Was that Iron Belly or Iron Belly?
Iron Belly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the first match...
only the law.
It's just legal stuff.
But the first
only
match
wrestling
was
legal stuff.
for...
Oh, you don't do bird law?
Don't do bird law. And I cannot represent you in court. I can represent you in contract disputes in wrestling.
Yep.
But Your Honor, Iron Belly said back of the hand is okay. That didn't work?
No. And no, I didn't.
He knows better.
Chops are fine. Backhands are another matter.
How long is our retainer?
Until management... Oh, never mind. But yeah, the first match was for the golden ticket, which in Lucha Brutal, the golden ticket is akin to our prospect championship at MPX, in that it is a, if you hold it, you can challenge for the big belt at any time, any place, and things like that. But unlike the prospect championship, you can use it the moment you get it, but at the same time, somebody else can challenge for it because the previous, the current holder at the time, Nathan Bradley, was taking on Will Austin of the International Players Club. And this match, it was a heck of a way to start the show.
Yeah.
These two guys, super athletic, very, very, just taking it hard to each other on this. And in the end, it was actually Will Austin coming out on top. In which he told everybody that, he's going to go win the Texas Championship from Lucha Brutal and then book it back to Florida. And
Nobody liked that
He's
idea.
got a golden ticket.
Yep, he can do that. Then after that, we had a women's match of Gigi Ray versus...
Better than the remake later.
I was okay with the remake, but yes, Willy Wonka's still the best. But Charlie's okay.
Yeah.
There's a new one coming out.
Another one.
2023 Wonka.
Good Lord.
Why?
Okay. No, the second match was Gigi Ray versus Danny B. I didn't know who either of these women were, but the match was actually fairly decent.
We've seen Danny Bay, I want to say it was New Texas, or maybe Hot.
Oh, it was New Texas.
It was New Texas. She's all right. Oklahoma,
threat.
obviously.
Mm.
Yeah, it was the triple threat with
Roxy and Rachel.
Roxy and Rachel. Good talent. Gigi Ray I've seen clips of. So, yeah, it seems like it'd be okay match. Seems like it'd be good.
It was really decent, actually. And Danny B coming away with the win on that one, so, it was all in all a good match. After that, we had a tag team match in which we got to see a group called Pretty Boy Shock. I don't remember the names of the individual people, but then we also had...
Red and Mikey?
Nope.
Nope.
Because the...
Kappa Phi Chi, which if you know your Greek letters...
KOX.
KOX.
Cody!
Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah.
Cody needs to manage them.
Tatum
Just
Manning,
saying.
Luther Curtis, and Johnny Cove. This team was I mean, unfortunately, Luther's still out due to injury, but he was there supporting his.
And thank you for not doing anything stupid.
Yeah, definitely.
Trust me, we said the exact same thing.
Oh yeah, we all said that.
Tatum's in another faction.
Another frat boy style faction.
Of course.
Yeah, like I said, and it's like
He will never leave that.
Yeah, thanks to Menage a Trois. Anytime somebody thinks frat boy team in Texas, it's going to be Tatum their first thought. But yeah, no, this was a pretty good team.
If he ever goes up to the east, he'll be part of Young, Dumb, and Broke. Fuck.
Danny Orion was actually part of Pretty Boy Shock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the only one whose name I remember on that team, I'll be honest. But, it was good. It was really good. Obviously, I'd never seen Johnny Cove before, but I know Tatum and I know Danny Orion.
So that name sounds familiar.
It does. It really does, but I don't remember ever seeing him.
Yeah.
But this was a good match and a lot of fun. Kappa Chai coming away with the win, celebrating in the ring with Luther Curtis getting into it saying, "Go Cox!"
I was going to say, you can say Cox. You don't have to say Kappa Phi, whatever. It's Cox.
But it's...
Cox always wins, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And these guys were certainly a bunch of cocks. It was interesting.
Tatum. So.
It was interesting seeing Tatum as a heel again. I gotta say that. It's like he's been such a shit talker as a face since he turned face at MPX. Seeing him as a heel again, it's like, oh right, this is like Jericho. He gets so much worse as a heel.
He does both so well.
Yeah. That whole thing of get you a guy who can do both, Sydney. There you go.
You don't want to.
Ow!
You don't want to put your
Ow! I said face and heel.
You don't want to put your lawyer glasses on and be like, you can't say that. Need to strike that from the record.
You are skirting the line of decency.
He always does.
I was talking face and heel. What were you thinking, you perverts? Would you like to get the other arm, sir? There. It's a little tender over here. Fucker.
Can you tell we've been friends for years?
You're already popping Sydney.
Okay.
It's freaking beautiful.
I don't know that you can, Sydney.
I'll actually they probably recorded it.
I didn't see cameras out there.
I don't know. It's Lucha Bertal. Ro is pretty good about recording. I mean, he started out as media dude, so I could totally see them having recorded it. He'll probably have it up on YouTube at some point soon. As soon as I see it up, I will make sure to send it to you, Sydney. But then after that, we had the Come and Take It Championship match, which is basically their version of what we had as the Addicts Championship. And their Come and Take It champion is Prince Adam. And he was taking on Ashton Starr. And this was the first time I've gotten to see Ashton Starr. And this was an incredible match between these two.
Oh, there's that thing up there. So.
In addition to being pretty, Ashton Starr is very athletic and very good at what he does, and so is Prince Adam. All of that. And so this match was actually just a joy to watch between these two. Prince Adam still coming away with the win, but this match, it's the sportsmanship, a lot of fun. I love watching it. I hope we get Ashton Starr back here in Texas at some point. But he's already been on AEW Dark once, so, we may or may not see him again because he may be on to bigger things. We'll see. Then after that, we had a triple threat match of Joe DeMauro versus Hale Risen and Stephen Wolf. This was a heck of a match. This was three guys who were beating the shit out of each other, really.
Is he done being creepy yet?
For now.
Okay.
Nah.
At least mine was intentional. Yours was, just like, what the hell are you thinking?
I'm sure you don't.
But, we're talking about a triple threat match. Joe DeMauro, Hale Risen, and Stephen Wolf.
Nice.
Three guys just beating the crap out of each other on this one because...
At least call it in the right fan fiction. They can't hear me, it's okay.
Yes, they can.
No, they can't.
Sometimes they can. It depends.
You realize we're not using the mics right now, right?
No.
We're not?
No.
We're not.
Why do I keep moving it?
Because of habit.
Probably.
Underneath one of you two's feet is a red cord. Red charging cord.
There's a reason I have the candle on in there. But, yeah, so
Thank you.
this match, like I said, it was a really good match. Just three guys beating the snot out of each other. Joe Tomorrow coming out with a win on it. Was yeah. If you haven't seen Joe Tomorrow before, he's really good.
He is. He survived Masada.
Yeah?
I don't. Sydney, I don't know. I really don't.
You're watching...
I was going to say, how long have you watched this?
Yeah, it's like,
now asking that?
Seriously. And then you had a 10-man elimination tag team match in what I can only really describe as War Games style. Because it really confused the heck out of me until I talked to Ro about it. We had the team known as the People of Culture, which was Eddie Martinez, Tino Valentino, Chip Mandalay, Nate Collins, and Chad Delvine versus...
Sounds like a good team, -1. I'm just not a fan of Tino. I don't get it. It's good character.
Yeah, it's the character.
I just in ring, he's never really impressed you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, some people get by on their character.
No,
you know?
I don't know anybody that's like that.
This is the first time I've actually seen Chad Delvine actually wrestle like live.
Yeah, that's because I haven't seen him live. I've just seen clips and he looks good.
Versus a team made up of Levi Lucas, Carlos Diaz, Max Beckett, CJC, and Ray Everett.
I know what team I want to win.
Well, actually, that's the team that won.
Yay!
Like I said, it followed kind of a strange, almost like war game style rules in which two people started out in the ring, and then like every certain amount of time, another member from the other one of the teams would come in.
I think it was.
Minute?
Yeah,
would come in, and after all 10 men were in the ring, that's when they could go for the pin submission and everything like that. And these matches are always hard to keep track of. When you don't know the actual stipulations and rules, it's even more difficult.
I was going to say, even when you do know the stipulations, sometimes it's weird. Look at Hateful Eight and MPX. Sometimes that's hard to follow, or Prison Break.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Oh God, Prison Break. Prison Break is easier because it's pretty much the elimination chamber.
Yeah. That one's all right in front of you. So.
Hateful Eight is that one. Yeah, that can get confusing.
Because, that's where someone comes out and they have a weapon with them.
Yeah.
So.
New weapon added with every entry and everything like that, and only those weapons are. Yeah, I know. I really want to see Iron Belly in a Hateful Eight match because that will finally get the most dangerous weapon at MPX. It's opened people up.
To be fair, someone did try to bring a sword at a Hateful Eight once, and Carl said no.
They can't say no to Thud.
They could try.
They can't say no to Thud. They could try, doesn't mean it's going to work.
Dexter really wishes he said no to Thud.
Probably.
Yeah. But it was a good match, all in all. I mean, it's like it was chaotic, but I enjoyed what I did see of it. After I understood what was going on, finally, it was a lot easier to enjoy.
Yeah.
People of Culture coming away with the win. Then the next match after that was the Awaken Lucha Brutal Tag Team Championship match of Thoracic Park, our boys, the Cruises.
Yep. Chris Cruz and Adrian.
Yep. Taking on El Sprita and Space Tiger Jr.
Cool.
Yeah, I have no idea who that is.
I like the name.
He's like, I know who Sprita is, and I've seen him before, and I like him. Space Tiger Jr., first time I've ever seen him. This was also a good match. I mean, honestly, I love watching Chris Cruz and Adrian. Yeah. They're like a fantastic tag team, actual brothers. Mm-hmm. Chris has been one of my favorites since we saw him at Lucha Brutal because he's just, like a lot of fun.
His life is his gimmick.
Yeah, it's like he's one of those guys who lives his gimmick because he is a nurse, and he does have the nurse gimmick in the ring and everything.
Is Adrian also a nurse?
I have no idea.
I don't know that either.
Chris is the one I've had conversations with, so.
And the one that posted about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was actually, it's like Thoracic Park were the champions. Sprita and Space Tiger actually came over with a win on this one.
Oh.
So I was actually kind of, a little surprised.
Yeah.
But it was a really good match. Oh, very, very lucha.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very lucha. I mean, with these two teams,
I was going to say,
crap.
it's the cruises.
Yeah. It's like this brought out the lucha in Lucha Brutal. It was amazing to watch these. I think they touched the ground once.
Yeah. for the
Barely.
Like for a half second.
Yeah. But that was a good one. Then we had a singles match where Hyan was supposed to be taking on...
Just go get some, Tommy. You know where it is in the freezer.
No,
I
he
think it
wants
was
a
Shazza.
Frosty.
I think you're supposed to be taking on Shazza.
Yeah, Shazza McKenzie. She was supposed to be taking on Shazza McKenzie. Unfortunately, once again, Shazza was not able to make it. So instead, she took on Jody Threat.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, you want to talk a hard-hitting match, though? Holy crap.
Yeah, Jody Threat's great.
Yeah, these two women just beat the snot out of each other on this one, and I was just like... but Hyan came away with the win on this one. It was a hard-fought win, though. It was just... Ooh. We had the lucha, then we had the brutal. It really was.
It went around a lot of the area.
Nice.
It was actually very reminiscent of a DCW match that I really loved, Angel Blue versus Leva Bates. And yeah, same thing. Luckily, nobody got really hurt with this one. So. And then after that, we had the Great State Championship, the Texas Championship. I've heard it, of ASF, the champion, taking on Casey Navarro in another high-flying, incredible match between these two. And then Will Austin.
Halfway through.
Actually, I was wrong earlier when we were talking about it. Will Austin cashed in the golden ticket.
Made it a triple threat.
To make it a triple threat. And people thought it was going to be a Seth Rollins kind of deal.
Yeah.
But no, ASF pulled out.
Oh, okay. Because ASF's that much of a badass.
Oh,
He
yes.
is. ASF is amazing.
Honestly, yeah.
Casey Navarro is one of those that I've seen. I would love to see live.
Yeah.
Seen him on old CZW, and I think he does MLW
finally
now.
through?
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. I gotta say, honestly, I loved how Casey Navarro was
ASF
just...
pulls out.
He does.
What?
You said ASF pulls out.
I said ASF pulled out.
Nope, you said
The
pulls
win.
out.
No, you didn't.
Seriously.
I just ignored
You
it.
guys are the perverts.
I'm
Seriously.
not. Even your
See?
lawyer buddy said that you were wrong last time.
And you did say chambermaid.
Yeah, I don't even remember what that was.
I was going to say
reference
that there's
I
even
know that I was.
There's even a clip of you saying that.
I was trying to say Red Chambers made something, and then I just I don't know where I was supposed to be going with that.
Yeah.
It was a really good show. Casey Navarro was pissed at Will Austin though. He's like, I should be the Great State Champion right now.
True.
Maybe not.
That's what happens when people get added to a match. Throws them off.
But it was a really good show all in all. The fans were okay, I guess, But yeah, no, it was really good.
All right, so now that we're through all that, anybody got questions for me?
Yeah, because it's 10:27. Wow,
Do you want a Frosty or
Is
ice
it
cream?
10:27?
it's 10:27.
I've got 9:27.
9:27.
It's 9:27.
Okay,
I think
well,
your thing never got updated from
I
being
guess not. And
Eastern time.
We're even connected to the internet on it, so I guess that's
Your
weird.
thing's dumb.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
But
Yeah, that's why I've been munching on them all night.
Looks like I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
have to get
pay
you some
for
more,
it
honey.
tomorrow.
I'm gonna get you some more tomorrow. Don't worry,
okay.
because there's quite a few more.
Oh, good. I put these out to share in the first place, so yeah.
Now it's just if
So
people have
Frosty
questions.
or ice cream, apparently.
Yeah.
Personally, I prefer Frosties.
What flavor?
Chocolate.
I was going to say, that's always weirded me out. They're like, what flavor? There's only chocolate Frosty. I forget they have the vanilla.
And they used to have strawberry.
Some of them still have the
Really?
strawberry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've always...
But then
chocolate.
strawberry didn't sell well, so they got rid of it.
Yeah.
There's their morning stuff they do. They put Frosty in a chocolate or in a coffee, as well, and it's like making kind of a frosty mocha type thing.
Nice.
It was.
I was gonna say that sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's like that's actually pretty good.
It'd be better if their coffee was better.
Yeah, I will say that. Yeah.
There used to be, Sydney, for like about a year.
Huh?
Their strawberry ones!
Yeah.
Exclamation! Exclamation!
Also, thank you, Sydney.
For what?
Yeah, I don't know why she said that.
Oh, yeah.
Because I am the best.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, you should. When we don't have the mics on.
Unfortunately, Skip, we didn't get to see any of the shows Phil was on.
That's not true. Phil and Reggie had one of the best matches on the IHW card. They had the best singles match, I'll put it that way. That was actually surprisingly really good. That's one of the only few things I liked about that show. I didn't like sitting in a building for 12 hours for maybe 10, 12 matches. But...
Wait, you said IHW, not VIP.
IHW,
right?
whatever. Yeah, no. I did not know anyone could run worse time than VIP. Apparently, IHW can.
VIP, great show, great match, just long as hell.
Yes.
Oh.
But no, Reggie and Phil did very well. I was very impressed, and I was happy for both of them. They had the best singles match of that night.
I like Reggie a lot. I'm like,
He's a good guy.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's actually
Phil.
He's really inspirational backstage.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Hell, I'm glad Zach actually got us onto him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Zach Moore getting us onto Reggie Lincoln, that was really good.
How have you never seen a strawberry?
How have you never eaten a strawberry?
I'm sure he means Frosty. Surely
No.
he knows.
Sydney,
strawberry.
in all my 17 years, I've never seen a strawberry.
Again, I think she meant Frosty.
I think Tommy Prince, on the other hand, may be actually a little more serious about what's a strawberry.
Again, I think he's also thinking Frosty.
You sure?
I hope so.
I don't know. The medication may have messed
No,
up.
the Frosties. They're talking about the Frosties.
I know
See?
she's
Okay.
talking about the Frosty. She says it.
It was only
Met
around
Princess,
for
too.
about 6 months to a year when they first started the vanilla ones as well.
Yeah. I wish they could have kept it because I did actually one time got the a Neapolitan Frosty. Yeah, strawberry. Strawberry on bottom, vanilla, chocolate on top.
You're also the Saturday Night Savior Red. Don't ever forget it.
You like to think both of those things are true.
They are.
Not.
Yeah,
Okay, apparently. No, he's thinking strawberry. I'm confused as hell.
Yeah. So
It's a large red,
berry.
kind of
Just
diamond-shaped
Just
berry.
Someone bring him one on
I
Saturday.
will bring you one on Saturday.
Yeah. Tommy Princess, how's Undermountain?
Very cold right now.
Given the 90-degree days we've had in the past recently.
I know. That's why it's nice. In the winter, it's warm. In the summer, it's cold. I'm enjoying it.
Support your team colors.
Yeah, what color team are you going for?
Green -1.
Hey! I got green.
Damn Hammer Thief can get turned into paste.
Yeah, I was really, everybody was
That
really
show's
kind of hoping
rude.
that, it's like when Remedy was announced, they're like, oh, it's got to be Nick Nash who goes up against. Just so Nick
No
Nash
one
can
said
talk.
that.
Oh,
Nick Nash did.
oh, he did?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
There's a lot of people who want to fight Remedy. I mean, it's a very weird death wish to have.
Yeah.
But
Thud was carved rather than forged.
Yeah.
that is right, Sydney. Team Purple is superior.
I support Team Purple in spirit, but I got Team Green in the draw, so.
It's our best.
I
team.
love
It's
Remedy.
red.
Can Team Green trade Nick Nash for Remedy?
No.
They don't have a perfect team.
That's your perfect team.
More or less.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of respect for Gabe Wilder. I mean, those chops,
That's true.
He is
you
the
have felt,
toughest
though.
son of a bitch at MPX.
Who, Red?
No,
Oh, Remedy.
Gabe.
Gabe?
Okay, that's tough.
Gabe is the toughest son of a bitch at MPX. Thankfully, my mother was not a bitch.
And he's sober this time, ladies and gentlemen.
Yup.
Care Bear's gonna be mad.
Mm-hmm. Gabraham will be so disappointed.
And silver and legs, Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
Purple's a way to go.
So, don't worry, Tommy. We support you in spirit too. We still love you.
Exactly, Red. You're very tough. You're unkillable.
Almost as unkillable as the Immortal.
It's true.
No,
we know. We've watched him try.
We've watched both of them almost die.
Uh-huh.
Against each other.
Yeah.
Like
they can't use that coffin anymore.
I was gonna say, I feel like that might almost been match of the year. Almost.
It was up
You
there.
should just go ahead and announce those.
We're going to. I'm waiting on people to get me videos and everything like that. Red. So that we can do the thing we want to do with it.
Red's
Red's got like 5 people to.
I've already
He's got 5 awards to accept. So.
I've already talked to Red. I'll take care of it.
Do it then.
You can't read what Tommy said.
Yeah, no. Tommy's right.
No,
He
can't
did,
read
well,
it.
he did survive Angel Camacho.
Oh, I thought you were
He is tough.
I thought you were gonna read what you said about Gabriel. It's like, no, you can't say that.
I can say that. Gabe's not part of management.
Gabe's a little kitty.
No, I think it means pussy.
Oh.
But no, Gabe's still a friend of the show.
Yes, you did, Tommy. Thank you very much. I actually almost cried on it. I will admit. It'll be great.
Yeah.
It made me tear
Red
up.
says it's only been a week. Leave him alone.
No, he said it's been a week, as in it's been a hell of a week.
Oh, it has. Red's
Red's
one of those that I was very happy for our local talent. He went in the Mania weekend with, I think, 1 booking, ended up getting like 5.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking
No,
amazing.
seriously. It's like it was
I wish my shooting job hadn't been so rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would have been nice to get you on a couple of shows, especially the one that we were actually at, because we've been wanting you on that one since forever.
Fail.
Depends on what I was doing.
He was getting it out of frame. But honestly, Red Chambers, completely kayfabe or breaking kayfabe here. Seriously, very deserving of the Rookie of the Year title and everything, because the dude came in January of last year and did everything he could, busted ass so hard to just.
He did an amazing thing in his rookie year. If I remember the number correctly, he had 59 matches in his rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
So
probably also set the record for most title shots in a rookie year too.
Breaking kayfabe.
Title losses.
You are that guy, but I will never admit that as the Iron Belly.
What about Saturday Night Savior? He's the Saturday Night Savior.
No.
No. That one doesn't. No.
I won't even go that one.
Works.
I won't even say that one outside of kayfabe.
But yeah, he is definitely that guy, and honestly, oh shit! Really?
Yeah, you know that.
No, I didn't. That was one that that escaped me. Holy crap! That's one of the big ones. Way to go, man! Honestly, seriously.
Bye. It's been nice knowing you.
I know, right? It's like, we had such plans for you at MPX, and now you're just going to go off and do things in bigger stages?
See what happens when you get away from the Pokemon gimmick? Everything works out.
Hey.
You even got Sydney the break.
Even getting squashed, you were on the fucking show.
Yep. MLW is probably the 4th biggest promotion in MPX or in wrestling. You got WWE, AEW, GCW, and probably MLW.
Yeah.
I don't know. TNA's still pretty decently big.
Yeah, Impact is still pretty big, but it's one of the top ones. They are on some random ass cable channel, but they're also mainly on YouTube. MLW Fusion. So no, it's good.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, remember, it's like Kirby said, your first gimmick is always going to be kind of dumb.
Apparently, unless your legs.
Yeah,
it just works out amazingly.
No. Lex's gimmick is dumb.
It is dumb.
Be serious. It's dumb. It's an amazing dumb. It's
Yes.
a dumb that works,
Yeah.
but it's dumb.
Right.
And that's what's great about it.
Iron Belly, let's be honest, is dumb. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy the hell out of it.
Yeah. Franco D'Angelo. Oh, wow. Just
Yeah, that's good.
That was,
It's also great to see Franco back.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a while.
no, this y'all had some amazing matches and
Yeah.
amazing work on WrestleMania weekend. I was
Everybody
exhausted.
did.
Yes,
Yep.
I was exhausted, but after just doing what I did, and we didn't even do our live shows or anything like that afterward.
Oh God, no.
We didn't have
the
time.
opportunity.
Didn't have time, and also didn't. I mean, yeah, we didn't have time after MPX like normal. Plus, they also had the
Watch party.
Yeah, the watch
Yeah.
party. But yeah, I'm not doing a show at 4:30 in the morning.
No. And it's like it just didn't work out for us, but still it was exhausting to do all that. It took us a little while to recover. You guys, wrestlers, anybody who watches, any worker who watches this, what y'all did last weekend was incredible.
Mhm.
Each and every one of you, whether you
Sky
were
was in like what 6, 8 shows,
Mhm.
Give or take, yeah, something like
something
that.
like that.
it's like whether you were getting squashed by local, or by the brand's local talent, or going out there making huge waves.
Mhm.
Everything you guys did this weekend was incredible.
Yep.
And I could not be more proud of our MPX guys.
Yeah.
We love you guys.
Like I said, our MPX guys, local Texas talent, everything about that. It was one of those where they
Did
came
you guys
to
get to see
show
the
out,
match
and it was
where
amazing.
Fitz squashed Mikey B?
We did.
Mhm.
That was one of the highlights of that show.
Yeah.
Besides the 6-man with Kirby and Stackhouse and the boys and Mercer and T-Ray, and then the 10-man with a bunch of other people, including the boys. Yeah, that was the only good thing about that show was Mikey B and Fitz put on a really good match, even though it was a squash, really good. And then Fitz also won the title at the end of the night, so that was also cool.
Yeah. So, yeah. Like from us to y'all, that was incredible. We loved it. Yeah, so since we didn't get to do a full 2-hour show last time, anybody have any questions for the Iron Belly?
Does anyone remember what we talked about with Iron Belly last
No,
time?
we talked about just about everything.
Do either of you have questions for me, or production, or PR?
Yeah, do we have
this
our
year?
stock questions?
I think I answered most of the stock questions.
Yeah.
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 You
I was
answered
drunk
your
at the
own.
time, but
Yeah, you even answered your own.
Mm-hmm.
I guess one thing pulls it back a little bit. How do you feel? Because to me, I look at it as kind of like an honor. But how do you feel being like the dark match guy, like being the one that kind of gets to work with talent coming in, so to speak, or even younger talent?
50-50.
Okay.
Part of it does feel like an honor. Part of it, I mean, I'm getting to wrestle.
Mm.
And pulling back the curtain, and Kirby might get mad at me for saying this, but in a lot of ways, the dark matches were created to get me better.
Mm-hmm.
I was to the point, and anybody that's paying attention can see it, I was to the point where I knew what I was doing, but I wasn't very good at it, and the only way to get better was to do it more.
Mm.
But putting me on the show, there was just, how did Richard put it? Too many plates getting spun around in the air
Yeah.
to have some random idiot that needed a lot of work on there constantly. But that was the only way I was going to get better. So Kirby and Richard put together the idea of doing the dark matches.
Mhm.
And it also worked out to let a lot of other people that we wanted to get on the show but didn't know enough about to just straight bring on, have them come out and do an MPX tryout, for lack of a better way to put it.
Yeah.
So
I
part
got
of
to
me,
see one of my other friends, Zach Moore, finally.
part of me is very happy to be doing it. I'm
Mhm.
getting better. Everybody's told me I'm getting better. I still need a lot of work, but also part of me is like, but I'd really like to be on the show.
Right.
So and I know there's not that big a difference between the dark match and the show, but I'd like to be on the show if possible, when I can.
the wire. Get another way.
Damn it, Skip.
Let's see. We got who's someone in MPX that you've not been in the
Yes.
ring with? Yeah.
First and foremost, being perfectly honest, Gabraham Wilder. That's one of the reasons we keep picking on each other a lot, is so maybe Richard will pick up on it and do something with it.
Yep.
Unfortunately, right now, for the next 3 weeks or better, he's booked. And I'm not going to see him.
Yeah.
But hopefully after things, like Richard was saying last week, a lot of plates spinning in the air. So when things calm down, I might be able to get on the show and might be against Gabe. Be great!
Hopefully.
I'd also...
Find a partner, you get a tag title shot, too.
Yeah.
That's another idea that's in the works that I'm not going to say any more than that. Before, so that somebody else doesn't get upset with me for spilling the beans before he gets the chance to.
It wasn't the original idea, was it?
Tell you later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been in the ring the other one I'd love to get in the ring with, that I've technically been in the ring with very briefly, is Matlock. All-Star Ratlock. We were very briefly in the ring together with the Squid Game matches. But those are big multi-man matches, and I'd love to do more. Have an actual singles match or find a partner and take on Mayhem Mafia.
That would be great.
But but otherwise, I really do want to face everybody. Yep. The only way I'm going to get better is to face people better than me. And anybody that's getting booked right now, in some way or another, is probably better than me. So I can only go up from here. There are certain people that have been in the ring that I'm going to say I'm better than, that don't get booked anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry, he and I have had our arguments, and I will...
we'll drop it there. It's just, hey, he's still a
doesn't-
little green.
He doesn't watch this.
No.
He doesn't do anything with it anymore, so...
But, okay, then after that, FMK, Buzz, Skip, and Phil.
Can I just kill them all?
I had to try really hard to remember who the fuck Buzz was.
Buzz was...
No, I remembered. It was the surfer gimmick.
And he has showed up at MPX again for a birthday party.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
Honestly, if he hadn't done Phil Noir, my thought was if he's going to leave the Skip Terrific gimmick, he should do Buzz, because that was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, you should have been really happy. He brought out the Air 5 against Reggie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was cool.
Awesome.
So, pulling back the curtain, talking about something usually we don't talk. There was a birthday party where he and I had matches against each other. And we did a Three Faces of Foley idea.
Nice.
Because he came out as Buzz, and then came out as Skip, and then came out as Phil.
Awesome.
So you killed Skip Terrific, finally.
I killed Buzz and Skip Terrific, but Phil had me scouted.
You left us with Phil. That's how we got Phil?
Yes.
And I think that's the best of the three.
Oh, it is. I love Phil.
Oh,
I love that character and that gimmick and how he's so into it. Because it's
And
like,
yes, he brought out the Air 5 because I told him if he didn't, I was going to punch him in the face.
That is my favorite of his moves.
Okay. Once again, pulling it back a little bit. When he was working on the Air 5, I was the test dummy. So I took that thing...
So you have a big enough chest. It makes sense.
And I'm also, if nobody's noticed, I'm kind of short. So if he could hit it on me, it'd be easier to hit it on bigger people.
True.
So I took that and misses of that, including his whole ass crotch coming into my face. 2-3 dozen times while he got it right. And then he used it twice in a match and stopped. So I told him, I took that enough in training. If you don't use that against me in the match, I am going to punch you in the face.
Seriously, if he's...
And then he used it in the match, so I didn't have to punch him in the face.
I was like, if he's going to have a, Furious 5, which more than Cena had. I'm sorry, everybody got on Cena about that. It's like watch a lot of the bigger.
I was gonna say
wrestlers.
everyone did.
Yeah.
Even
Hey, Logan, good to hear from you again.
Yeah.
How's everything going with you?
Oh wow, hi Logan. Holy crap. It's a guy we worked with.
I was gonna like, cool, hey.
No, it's somebody we worked with.
You first said Logan, I'm like, Hugh Jackman? What? Logan's here? What the fuck?
Somebody we worked with before we even found MPX.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Wish we'd found MPX at that point. But
So you like the Air 5 better than the Air Dick?
I much prefer the Air 5 to the Air Dick. That's just awkward.
It's the Air 5 and the hot penis.
I also prefer it to a whole ass Mexican man landing on my face.
Oh, that was, yeah.
I mean, at least he landed on my face and didn't land on the stomach, because then that would have just made everything awkward.
Because you can't sell that.
No.
Despite how much you actually need to.
And that's the thing. My first match against Kirby, after This Is How I Roll, the Rolling Senton, I was selling to the best of my ability. We had done that move 2 or 3 times before, between training and just the night before, or earlier that night. And then something happened in that match, and I didn't move right, or he didn't move right, and I got a rib knocked out of place.
Ow.
I couldn't breathe.
Jeez.
So I'm glad
that look of pain on his face as he was taking the finish and everything like that, that was real.
that I'm just going to walk the hell out of here because that's all I can do. That was real.
Honestly, I know people complain about it, but I kind of like the times in which you just kind of, the match finishes, you get up and walk out. Because it's like, it makes your character look tough. It doesn't, in my opinion, it doesn't make you look like you're no-selling. It just makes you, like, well, I got beat, I'm out.
And it also goes through, I mean, if you want to liken it to wrestling, it's like Goldberg, just immediately walk out. But I always, one of my favorite interviews with Jim Brown, running back, was he got up at the same speed, no matter whether it was hurt or not, he always got up slow. Because if you get up slow, they're never going to know you're hurt. If you get up the same time and same pace all the time, they'll never know if you're hurt or not. And it's kind of the same thing. If you go the same pace and everything like that, they're never going to know. So you can walk out just fine and then go back and be like, oh my God, I can't breathe. So, no, I totally like that.
But, Cool. So, I will say, though, you need to start acting out to the crowd more.
I'm trying.
It's gotten better.
Okay, raise your hand if you've told me that you need to act out to the crowd before. Pat, you got your hand up down there?
Everyone said it, but...
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like, I'm wondering how many raised hands we're going to get in the comments.
Okay, so before, when I was much younger, I originally went to college to be in tech theater. And loved being in tech, loved doing in tech. So about half the time, I'm still got that tech mindset of when the lights come on, I'm the cockroach that's looking around going, why the hell can everybody see me? I shouldn't be here. So I also, the few times I did acting, I always had a very thick fourth wall. The audience didn't exist, you just went through it. It's a very hard mindset to break.
Yeah.
I'm working on it, and that's the big thing that the dark matches, what they were there for, was to help me with that. I don't know if anybody else has had that problem, and the only way to fix it is to just keep going.
I think a lot of do. We attributed it to Noah and like a confidence level, but it's also part of that too. It was not the necessarily acting out and reacting to a crowd. It's I think most wrestlers, for the most part, they're either really good at the character work or they're really good at the in-ring work. It's never, very few are boom, boom immediately. They either perfect one and then work on the other one. So it's one of those where it's...
I'll be honest, I think Red
progress.
was good at both first, and Mikey was pretty good at both
like I said,
first.
it comes. Like, it's very few. Because I think Casey was also kind of that way too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, when Casey turned heel, that's where you really saw the character turn up. Well, he was always still a good face. I mean,
It's like, as a face,
he
there really
helped.
wasn't.
I mean, him and Noah, because Casey was with him, helped that team so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's also, and it's just, I think, given what you can do, like Red was always kind of good. You've seen what he's done now, and you're like, holy shit, this is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Mikey immediately, was kind of great as a character, and then in-ring kind of came.
And I've been told dozens of times the best thing about my character are the promos.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
Promos, and then just the entrance, the music, the fans getting behind you, all that is right there. And then the match start. It's you got the whole belly, beating the belly, stuff like that. And it's all things like, I mean, you can even test because you're the one who actually went through it. It's finding the little things and then fine tuning it to be like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and look at it, and you see it all come together and work wonderfully.
And one of the hard parts I have, and if anybody with more niche knowledge of wrestling than I do, which is going to be a lot of people, has an example. I've never seen anybody use the belly gimmick this way, so I don't have... A lot of people, like Tatum, can go watch The Rock or watch Chris Jericho and have an idea of what to do, a model to go off of.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say I'm treading new ground, but it is very lightly treaded ground. So...
Yeah. Especially nowadays when a lot of big guys are leaving the classic big guy mold behind and everything and trying to do we can all do moonsaults. It's like, don't get me wrong, it looks impressive the first time.
Is there anybody you have seen a big guy of and not gone, but have you seen his moonsault?
I mean, there's several. I mean, but nowadays, there's a lot of them do moonsaults. I mean, because you obviously look back, Bam Bam Bigelow, great moonsault. If you're talking nowadays, Sam Stackhouse, good moonsault.
Moonsault.
Brent McKenzie,
Schaefer, Stackhouse,
fucking Schaefer did
That beautiful fucking Spanish fly from Dylan.
Yeah.
Is it Hanson that's the big one of War Machine?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. He did his is like more of a, what is it? The fucking whisper in the wind shit that he does. Which is, it's impressive to see when Hanson does that or whatever. Fucking, was it Ivar?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's Hanson. I don't remember what him and Rowe are in WWE.
I don't.
Eric and Ivar, I think.
Yeah.
Probably, but
It's not one of the WWE slave names you remember. You just remember the actual names.
WWE has taken so many good characters and good concepts, and for whatever reason, either turned them on their head so that they're boring at this point, an absolute joke, or forgettable.
Yeah.
A lot of it is if it's not their idea. Like
even the stuff that is their idea.
Oh yeah, no, they do, but they definitely have a track record of this is what you got to run your own.
Elias was their idea.
What is he now?
Ezekiel, which is basic basic white bread, Genera wrestler at this point.
Yeah.
Because they were tired of Elias for whatever reason.
Not that they ever actually did anything with him.
But he was interesting.
Yeah.
He was different.
And the crowd was behind it because of the Walk with Elias thing, so.
But anyway.
All right. Yeah. I think we'll go ahead. Let's go ahead and call it here.
Okay.
Yep. Hey, you got over 2 hours.
Yeah. I got more than an hour and a half.
Yep.
Thank you for filling in.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching tonight. Yeah, thank you for calling in.
It's not the hero we wanted, the hero we deserve. What is that saying?
Yeah.
That thing.
I am not the hero anyway.
I know a few people who would disagree with that one, but thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't already have your tickets for Fight, Win, Survive, make sure you get them. It's going to be an incredible show.
And April 30th.
April 30th.
It's going to be packed, and I guarantee you Front Row's probably going to be sold out because it normally is when Dreamer's in town.
Really?
And who knows?
If all those guys are going down to Houston for your silly little deathmatch thing, I wonder who he's going to be against.
That's very true.
Dude, Red and Turner would be great.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if Red would mark out as bad as I did.
Probably.
Yeah.
But then, he's the Saturday Night Savior. Dreamer should mark out for him.
Sure.
Just saying.
Sure. Whatever.
Did he really just say silly?
What, who?
He called our show silly?
Yes, I did.
He does not like death matches, apparently.
Yeah. But either way, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you later.
See y'all
Okay,
Saturday. No mark out.
No,
You stop doing that.
Yeah.
Fine, mark out.
There you go.